All right, welcome, folks. We are kicking off game number 1 for season 6 of Civ4 AI Survivor. If you're a returning viewer from past seasons, welcome back. If you're here for the first time, we're really happy to have you. We've got a good crowd here on the live stream ready to see what happens in this game. So, to give you the quick overview of the map, here we've got a relatively small continent here, 3 AIs in the top, in the north, 3 AIs in the south. The betting money, the predictions, there's no money involved. The predictions in this game have been heavily on Julius Caesar. He's been picked by about 2/3 of the contest to win. And then Pericles is our second place person to win. Gandhi has been the heavy favorite in first to die because he's so close to Caesar. And then and then it's kind of all over all over the place for second, and so on and so forth. I'm just going to read you real quick my thoughts before the fantasy game. This was my read before I did the fantasy contest last week. Julius Caesar, very real chance to snowball and dominate. Could also be ganged up and killed. Expect high bidding, high risk, high reward pick. Most likely a stay away. Gandhi drew a fantastic field, but also next to Caesar. Very likely either to first place or first to die. 4 other AIs in game do not declare it please. Perfect fit for Gandhi. Good value, potentially better than Caesar. Frederick, who I had underlined, furthest away from Caesar. Good luck for a second place, even if Caesar wins. I like splashing a few gold on him. Solid value pick. If Gandhi wins, some wildcard potential as well. Pericles, most likely to win outside Caesar, but also likely to attract more bidding. Too close to Caesar for my liking. Probably a stay away. I would rather have Fred at a cheaper cost instead, which is what I did in the fantasy contest. Portugal, Joao. I think he sucks as a leader. Unlikely to win or be first to die. Most likely to die to Caesar or end up in wildcard game. Pass. And then Sitting Bull, same as Portugal. Unlikely to first or second. Unlikely to be first to die. Some value for potential second if Gandhi wins. No more than 5 gold bid, which is what Shinitiao got him as. All right, so those are my pick. That's what I was thinking before the game started. Let's see what happens. And we're off and rolling. So as always, we want to watch where the AIs send their first settler, because they all start with an extra settler on deity. It's wherever the little archer icon is on the overview screen. That's where they're sending. So I like what I'm seeing for Freddy. He's headed east. Sitting Bull's headed east. J-Man's headed east. Gandhi, where's Gandhi going? Uh-oh. Is he not settling towards Caesar? Uh-oh. If you've got a Caesar pick, this is what you want to see. Gandhi's moving away from Caesar with his first settler here. Where is he going with this? Well, it's not towards Caesar, that's for sure. All right, so we've got our initial picks down. Well, this is kind of a nice spot for Caesar's second. Well, okay, so there's good and bad here for Caesar's second city. Number 1, he gets the corn and the fish in play, and he'll get the stone in play on a border expansion. The bad news is the iron is in the 3rd ring, not the 2nd ring. That could be a problem if he needs to put a city like right here or something, so he gets that in range. In terms of religions, yes. In terms of religions, Gandhi is going to found the first religion, and we have choose religions on, so he's going to grab Hinduism. But yeah, he's going to found the first religion for sure. Okay, over here, Pericles, again, a nice spot. He's creative, so he'll pop the borders. He does narrowly miss this wheat, but he's going to have the corn in 2nd ring. This looks like a very strong second city. He's got a lot of resources here. This is a nice resource cluster for him. And remember, he starts with fishing, so he'll hook up the fish. He definitely has a good start, for sure. Sitting Bull has gone into the floodplains, which is certainly not bad. We'll see where he goes. But he settled away from Freddy, which is something I like to see. And then J-Man is down here. Oh, he's still going south. Okay. I don't like this as a second spot for a city if this is where he settles, because he has a pigs in the jungle, which he can't do anything with until ironworking. And then other than that, he has nothing. Freddy's spot is also kind of weak. This is not a great spot for a second city. It's kind of underwhelming for him, but it was in the correct direction, at least. Gandhi, okay, I don't like this spot for Gandhi either. Okay, he'll be okay because this will be a holy city and it'll grab the resources in the 2nd ring. If this was not a holy city, I wouldn't like this very much at all. Interesting that Caesar's researching mysticism as his first tech. That's really interesting. And then J-Man, okay, so he did found right where we thought he was going to found. All right, so we're gonna have our initial religion pop here on the next turn. So, oh wait, never mind. I guess he had to dial down spending for a turn or something. J-Man also making a play, and Caesar making a play for religion too. That's odd. They can't. Looks like they canceled out of it. Oh, J-Man maybe gonna get second religion here because he's on polytheism. We'll see if anyone else continues chasing religion here. Let's see. Nope, Caesar going for agriculture. That is the correct choice for him with this here at the capital. He should be building a workboat for the fish, but he's going for the monument instead. Um, Caesar connecting his research. Wow. Well, look at this. This is actually really good. The AI has kind of stumbled into this. Look at how fast this settler is going to come out. He's got the making great use of imperialistic. This is just a perfect way to leverage this trait. 8 production and then the plus 50% for imperialistic. Really nice. Yeah. At least Caesar isn't going to spend 70 turns holding on mysticism. True. Wow, look how close these two are. Very, very close between these two here. Let's see what. So we should just advance a few turns here, so that the AI, because like not much happens the initial few turns after. People are building. A lot of people are doing the thing where they build a settler early on. Actually, some fairly early settlers. I guess similar thing here. This is like a not as good version of what Caesar's doing. I don't know why he's working this tile. Oh, I guess he has to work. Never mind. He has to work these. He starves if he works that tile. Oops. And he's researching polytheism. He really needs to research agriculture to make use of that. Oh well. Good old Sitting Bull rushing archery. Yep. It's the way his tech preferences work. Got to rush out that archery tech. Yeah, Caesar with the early monuments. Really weird. Well, he's going to have the first settler for sure. Gandhi researching hunting. That's smart. He was able to make good use of his mining tech to research to improve all of these resources. The pig or the sheep on a hill is honestly not that bad of a resource if you start the game with mining, which these guys did. All right, so Caesar's already got a settler done, and he's going to build a workboat. He's actually off to a pretty good start, especially with that agriculture. Close race for the second religion between Greece and Portugal right now. Unfortunately for Portugal, he still misses this resource, although I guess it's under the jungle. He wouldn't be able to connect it anyway. Thanks for subscribing, by the way, Dark Kuna. Appreciate it. Oh, here's Gandhi with the early Stonehenge. Well, he's up to his usual tricks here. He should be able to get that, too. Now, where is Caesar's settler going? It's up here. So it looks like he's pushing into the jungle where he can't do anything. We'll see. All right, looks like Portugal's going to get the second religion. He'll probably pick Christianity. Yep, there it is. Kind of interesting. Pericles did not get one of the two religions. So I like Pericles' start in terms of the resources. I don't like the fact that he spent the early game researching all these religious texts and not getting a religion. I think that that's potentially problematic. All right, so Caesar, I mean, this spot's pretty buried in jungle, but it does at least stake his claim over here, out on the map, expanding. We'll see where he goes from there. The early barracks, him and his wacky tech preferences. There should be some other settlers about to pop out on the map too. But like this city is not bad for Caesar, honestly. For an early game, he's going to pop the borders, going animal husbandry, which is what he needs because he's got multiple pigs. Gonna have pigs in there too. I can't remember, you guys. Can you improve a pig's if it's in like? Can you build? I don't think you can build a pasture if it's under jungle. I think it's just camps you can build on terrain features. Could be wrong. Yeah, you can't. That's correct. By the way, thanks for subscribing as well, GM Phillips. Yeah, so he can't improve that pigs, which so he'll have to go early ironworking, which he probably should do anyway. I'm just wondering if this iron is going to be outside his borders because it's third ring. Like he might narrowly miss this this iron resource, which would be a disaster for Caesar. So camps only, gotcha. All right, I know there's other settlers that we're just about to finish. So I think Pericles just finished one. All right, Pericles has one, and I believe, yeah, and Sitting Bull has one out on the map as well. So let's watch where these are. Oh, and J-Man also has a settler, but look where he's sending his settler. Oof. going to found on this tile here. Whoops. That's probably not where he should have sent that settler. Womp womp. Not really where he wanted it. And I mean, I guess this is not terrible, but like I feel like he could have Sitting Bull could have gotten a better spot than this too. I guess it's a good Moai spot. That's true. Good Moai city. How about Pericles? Pericles is going north, which is smart. There is like a 5% chance that he could lose this settler to the Barbs, but did not end up happening. The Greek Archer one, you can see it's at 1 XP. The AI gets big bonuses against barbarians on deity, so they are not likely to lose, but it is possible. So Gandhi is now belatedly going for agriculture. Gandhi, I believe, does not have a settler out. No, he has fast workers but no settlers. And does Freddy have a settler out, just out of curiosity? No, he does not have one out right now either. He's built an awful lot of units, including a City Raider Warrior. Okay, buddy. But he doesn't have he doesn't have a settler out right now. Oh, he is it 2 turns away. All right, so it's turn 25. We had a suggestion to look at the capitals. Let's see. So I wouldn't say that this is like an amazingly developed capital right here. Let's turn on the resource icon. But Caesar is researching animal husbandry, so he'll be able to connect these. He needs to go bronze working after that. We'll see if he actually does it. He needs to start cutting down the forest tiles. How about Gandhi? I mean, he improved these tiles, but he's still size 2, which is not great. He's kind of stunted his growth a little bit. How about Pericles? Looks better. Has the fish improved? This he split off to his second city. He probably should have kept that for the capital. This is a nice looking second city here. He has this tile improved. He's not even working it. I guess because he's at the happy cap. All right, Freddy. This looks pretty decent. He's not working his deer camp, which is stupid, but his working decently improved tiles thus far. He rushed a barracks for some reason. How about Sitting Bull? He has some farms. That's about it. Not great, not terrible. This is bad. Okay, this is bad. He still has not researched agriculture, so he's not getting any value out of this. His capital is growing at 1 food per turn. Now, he is rich because he's working the gold tile, but this is not looking like a good start for J-Man. I don't like the way his cities are developed. Like, compare this city, which is looking, has double food bonuses improved, or the second city for Pericles to like how bad this city is. I do not like this start for J-Man. He's just not off to a very good opening. All right, let's advance a few more turns then. We'll see if anyone goes for a third religion. I suspect Gandhi will try to grab the third religion. And I know we have a settler out. Oh, Pericles also settled. This is an okay spot. It's not great. It needs to chop down the jungle and forest tiles, but it has a food bonus, so it's not terrible. I know Freddy's going to have a settler out shortly, so he just finished that. And I suspect Caesar's going to have a city out a settler out relatively soon too. He's building a barracks because, got to rush that early barracks, you guys. Well, he's about to finish animal husbandry, so that'll be nice for him. One thing I will say, this city did build a very early monument, so it'll double in culture very early. If he gets a library in here, he will actually pop the borders around turn 70-ish or so, if he gets a library or a source of religion in there. So that could be a big deal, is when he actually pops the borders there. Yeah, surprising amount of culture for Caesar. All right, so he's building a settler here. This Barb Archer has apparently been killing stuff because it's got 5 XP on it, but did suicide into that. How about Gandhi? Has he started a settler yet? No, he is not. He is going to finish Stonehenge, though. But I think he should have built, I think he would have been, oh, never mind. He does have a settler done. He built it in his second city. Okay, so that'll help. So this will start getting his great profit. Just taking screenshots as we go. And Freddy picked a nice spot for his third city. Look at this. It's he's got floodplain, he's got a floodplain. He has a lot of them once the borders pop. He's got a dry wheat. He should farm this tile and spread irrigation later. And he's got gems later on down the road. Not bad. I like it. How's the Diplo? Sure. It's very early on, so shouldn't be too much. Well, Caesar doesn't. He's annoyed with Gandhi. He's annoyed with Freddy. He's a lot closer to Gandhi though. And interesting that J-Man is annoyed with Gandhi as well. Oh, the religious tension. Okay, interesting. I'll be interesting to see if Gandhi's religion spreads to Caesar or Portugal's religion spreads. Portugal's actually favored to have the religion spread because of the sea connection. Although I guess there's a sea connection here as well. I don't know. We'll see. So far, relatively close game. Pericles has the early score edge because of the creative culture. He's got a lot of unhappiness. He needs to fix that. So watching where Gandhi sends his settler, which is not moving for some reason. It's really good for Caesar that Gandhi's second city went over here because, like, look at all this holy city culture. That's crowding Greece. It's not crowding Rome, at least not thus far. At least not so far. It's not crowding Rome. So another settler under production over here. I know that, yeah, there's a number of settlers in production. I don't think there's a lot of them on the map yet, at least so far. I think Gandhi has, here is settler finally. He's kind of belatedly moving out now. No one's rushing for that third religion just yet. Yeah, I think this Gandhi settler is the only one I'm following. He probably is going to put it like here to grab those resources. Has a marble in the third ring, which could be nice because we know Gandhi likes to build the wonders. Caesar's actually on double settlers right now. I'm a little surprised he didn't expand a bit faster than that. He's also got a barbarian over here. Barb spawning in the corner. He should probably drop one city back here for the copper. No, Gandhi pursues culture. He ends up building a lot of wonders. Like his build wonder preference, I don't think is like obscenely high, but his culture preference is really high. So he ends up building a lot of wonders anyway. All right, there we go. So okay, he put the city one tile east of where I thought he would. It's a good defensive spot. It could end up mattering quite a bit that this city's on a hill down the road if it gets attacked by Caesar. So Caesar just finished double settlers. We'll see where he sends them. Pericles, I know, is finishing a settler as well. Yeah, he just finished one too. Curious where he sends this. All right, he's just sitting on it for right now. And J-Man is about to finish a settler too. Either just finished one or is about to finish it. Oh, never mind. It's already on the move down here. Right here. Okay. Another jungle heavy spot. Settled in a straight line so far. Middle of the map is still pretty open right now for whoever wants it. Interesting. All right, so Caesar's got one settler there. Where's his other? All right, settlers moving in both directions. This would be important if he gets the horses down here. Researching masonry right now. Oh, let's see if where this settles. If it gets the iron in second ring, I think he's going to drop it either here or here on one of these tiles. Nope, he went another tile northwest. Interesting. Freddie adopts slavery. So, all right, a lot of people going into slavery. Civic. Interesting. Where is Caesar going with these? All right. That's not a great spot. He should have put it with corn in first ring. And wow, look at these cities of all. Okay, so here's the thing. This city's going to pop its borders, which grab these tiles. This city's going to pop its borders here. This tile will get grabbed just because it's in the middle of culture. So this is actually going to be grabbed. Caesar going masonry monotheism? I don't think so. No, he's going masonry because he has stone. Pretty sure that's why he's headed in that direction. He really needs bronze working though. That's what he needs. Yeah, this is kind of a bad spot, but does claim more territory. Caesar's the first of 5 cities. So we have, or actually no, I think Sitting Bull is also right there on 5 cities. Sitting Bull's actually doing a nice opening to this game so far. So Sitting Bull tossed down Chaco Canyon, a fair amount of desert, but also floodplains, and Mesa Verde grabs horses. I like the opening of the game for Sitting Bull thus far. Freddie's last in score is like, no, my Frederick Vick. Well, there's a lot of time yet to go. I don't really like Portugal's position thus far. Pericles needs to get, all right, he has another, I was going to say he needs to get another settler out on the map. Probably going to settle right on that tile. Yep. This would be a really lousy spot if he wasn't creative, but since he is creative, it's fine because he'll get the resources in range. Okay. Wow, Rome really going for culture this game. A lot of monuments. This will bring Copper in range, but he still doesn't have bronze working yet, much less iron working. There was like a 1/10 of 1% chance that Barb Warrior would kill this unit. Not likely though. Rome's also suffering from lack of happiness. He has no religion and he has no luxury resources. He needs to get ironworking so he can chop this down. We'll see when he goes for the ironworking beeline. Well, actually, happiness seems to be a problem for a lot of these civs. Gandhi is still only on 3 cities. Does he have a settler out? The curiosity does not appear to have a settler out. He's building one, but doesn't have a settler out right now. Is there meant to be no music in game? Yes. That's. Oh, what the? What? What? What is this? Ah! A Barb Warrior captured Corinth. What? What just happened? Oh no, Pericles. What a disaster. We missed the notification because I hadn't revealed the map in a while. Oh no, that had to have been like a 1% dice roll. Oh man. 5 out of 5 XP. If there was an archer in there, then the odds were like minuscule. But if there was just a warrior in there, ugh, he'll reclaim it. But what a setback for that! What a setback! At least the lighthouse survived capture. Let's see if it survives being captured back. Jeez. I think he'll be able to capture the city right back here. Yeah, with the City Raider Warriors. The City Raider Warriors. Oh man. People from the sea. He's like, that's why I wanted City Raider Warriors. Oh boy. That is a setback. And the Temple of Artemis build is also a very poor choice this early in the game. This is a major setback for Pericles. I feel for people who have the Pericles pick. This is really lousy. Yeah. So he does recapture the city, but wow, that's a definite setback. Did the lighthouse survive capture? It did survive capture. Okay. Because it's not guaranteed to survive being recaptured. So he only lost control for a couple turns. It's not as bad as it could have been, but still definitely a setback to have that city get captured. Unfortunately, the barbs don't raise cities. Now, if that city had been size 1 and it was raised, that would have been a total disaster if that city had been auto-raised, because that would have happened if it had been size 1. All right, Caesar going the not the aggressive route, going for wheel pottery here, which is probably not terrible because he needs to improve his economy, but all of the forests are really hurting his capital. He needs to chop these down. When this city's borders pop, he'll have iron, but until he has iron working, it's not really going to help that much because obviously you can't see iron. All right, let's zoom out and look at the map. I always try to get the turn 50 screenshot of what the map looks like. I will say that so far, I think Sitting Bull has executed a really good opening. I don't love the opening that Gandhi's done thus far. Caesar's like, okay, I don't really like Portugal's opening. Oh, did we have a Barbs? Oh no! Freddy lost a city to the Barbs too! What? Raging Barbs are not turned on for this game. Oh no! Again, Raging Barbs are not turned on for this game. You can see in the settings right now. Does not say Raging Barbs. Yeesh. Freddy! No! My fantasy team! My second place pick! What are these AIs doing? Ooh. Oh well. Yeah, Sitting Bull's like, hey, I'm starting to look not that bad, right? Starting to look not that bad. He is being helped by having the early copper and the early horses. Oh wait, no, he doesn't have early copper. That's right, dog soldiers are resourceless. Never mind. He doesn't have early copper. He has resourceless unique unit. All right, well, so in their rankings is Caesar's first in territory. Interesting. I wouldn't have thought he would be first in territory. Got to rush out those walls, especially rush out the walls right before you connect stone. That's a good call there. Really wanted those walls completed though. Oh, what's going on here? The city has no units in it. Well, I think the archer will get there in time. Little border tension between Caesar and Sitting Bull, though, once those borders expand. I think that the archer moves. Okay, so Freddy did get his city back. So it doesn't set back the development too badly. As I said, it was not auto-raised. I believe that the Sitting Bull moves and then the Art Barb moves, but let's see. Yeah. So he moves his unit in and he won the fight. So close though. Awful close. Wait, Caesar's going for pyramids and Great Wall? What? At least Great Wall is cheap. Interesting. Normally he just spams out units on the map, cities on the map. Interesting that he's going for the double wonder build here. Maybe the stone was a curse. Got him to build those getting him to build those extra wonders instead of just expanding like he normally does. He really needs bronze working very badly so he can chop these forests down. And like the city where he's building pyramid, like if he built it in his capital and chopped all the forests, he could actually build pyramids, but not gonna have much luck there. So Pericles has gone bronze working. Oh no, here's Munich under attack again. I think it's gonna be okay. And Freddy putting down that city. Yeah, I mean if Caesar doesn't expand more, he's gonna be out of luck though, because he needs to expand better. Gandhi on 3 cities is also kind of troll right now. This early techs are not going to be very significant. Everybody's just researching the early game stuff, and we haven't had enough time to distinguish the top leaders from the latter leaders. But let's see everybody's research. Caesar 10, Gandhi 8, Fred 10, J-Man 12, Pericles 11, Sitting Bull 14. Yeah, everybody's pretty bunched up. Sitting Bull, I guess, is slightly ahead just because he's on so many river tiles. I suspect that's why. All right, so Sitting Bull picks up Portugal's. What the? Again? What is Pericles doing? Again. There's just like this region of the map that the AI seem unable to control right now. Oof. I mean, the weakness of Gandhi and the weakness of Pericles has to help Caesar, right? But Sitting Bull is actually pretty strong. I'd have to say Sitting Bull's strongest AI right now. I don't really know how to avoid that. Boy, Caesar needs to get some cottages done, doesn't he? Bronze working 15 turns. That's not good. Most part, no. I mean, I think we saw more in the games with Raging Barbarians turned on. I think Caesar's not expanding because his economy is just struggling, and I think it's partly because he has so many forest tiles is really hurting him. Oh, never mind. He did toss down one more city. Okay, more border tension potentially with Sitting Bull. A little surprised he's gone monument first at so many of these cities, but he does get out another city. All right, so Gandhi gets his shrine, Hindu shrine. He's racing Caesar to the Great Wall, but I think Caesar's going to win. This is a lot of production early in the game at this spot. Not even working this. Caesar really needs happiness resources. He's struggling for lack of happiness. As we said, is he beelining ironworking? Because I know he's on bronze working. No, he has not selected ironworking yet. Although I think that might be the tech he should go for. Unlock Praetorians, unlock his gems. I don't know. We'll see. Portugal has been expanding. We should keep an eye on Portugal. Toss down these 2 cities in the last 15 or so turns. Still slow building Temple of Artemis there. I think Portugal's going to get boxed in and just not be that strong in this game. Still some room for expansion here. Really room for expansion here. Corinth is still in barbarian hands. Freddy, it's your game. Go expand into this part of the map. Look at all this land over here you can grab. Come on, Freddy. I know you're in last place, but I believe in you. I think you can pull the comeback, even after losing that barb to that city to the barbs. Anyway, so there's the Great Wall. Finish that. This pyramid's build is not going to finish. But if Gandhi finishes pyramids, it would give a big cash infusion to Caesar, and that wouldn't be bad. So here's a mistake by Caesar. He could have easily settled this spot for the horses, didn't settle it. Gandhi gets it instead. Not great for him. Definitely would have liked to have gotten that. He still has room for a nice city over here, though. Like a city here with the crabs and the copper would be a good city plant. So that's good for Gandhi to get out to at least 4 cities. We'll see if he looks to go to this side. Pericles is just, I don't know what he's doing. He's still on 3 cities, you guys. He's just struggling mightily. I don't know why he's doing so poorly. There's no reason for him to be this bad. I think he's throwing City Raider warriors into the archer in this city right now. All right, he did manage to get that back. City Raider 2 warrior. Thanks, I think, in part to the humongous bonuses that the AI gets against barbarians in this game. But it's there's no arguing the fact that it's been a rough start for Pericles. Not looking good thus far. All right, on we go. 64 turns. We should probably check the diplomacy screen soon. Yeah, Rome's got another settler in production. How about Sitting Bull? We probably need to keep an eye on Sitting Bull. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's got 7 cities. Really filled out the area around his starting position well. Now these cities suck. These cities have no resources, so could have gone with better spots there. But I guess the maintenance costs are lower. He still has room for another city over here vis-a-vis Freddy, and then somebody's going to get this gold. Probably him, either him or Frederick. Even though there's no food at all here, it's kind of juicy just to get those gold resources. Sitting Bull has 9 cities. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, you guys are right. Wow. 9 cities. You guys are right. Wow. I missed that. Holy cow. Sitting Bull for the win. I mean, his economy is awful right now, but I'd still rather have the territory than not have it. Let's look just briefly at diplomacy right now. Sitting Bull is still on good terms. I mean, he doesn't declare it pleased, so he won't declare on Freddy or Pericles right now. Caesar's actually cautious with everybody. He's not annoyed with anyone yet. Right now, the biggest annoyance is J-Man doesn't like Gandhi. That's the biggest push on relations right now. So yeah, I don't know what happened to Pericles. Oh, this is not good for him. A Barb City right here, blocking right where he would likely expand next. He's getting boxed in by the Barbs. How about Freddy? I haven't looked at him recently. Oh, he planted a Tundra City. Okay, bud. He planted it on. You know what? You know what's going in Frederick's favor? He has 2 happiness resources right now. He has no strategic resources connected, although this should be in his borders soon to give him horses. He needs a monument here badly. But he's got happiness in multiple cities. That's actually pretty nice for him. Sitting Bull has the furs, the gold. I guess there's not a lot of happiness on the map yet. Oh, no happiness resources there. Wait, that city. Wait, what? Oh no, Gandhi forgot to research wheel. He has no roads connecting his territory. He has no resources. No, Gandhi, you forgot to research the wheel. Oh boy. Does Freddy not have mysticism? He might not. Freddy does not have mysticism. That's why he's struggling. It's the Bismarck Gambit. No, no roads, no resources. Oh boy. So even though I wouldn't say this has been the best opening for Caesar, he still has some pretty tasty targets to go after between Pericles, Gandhi, and maybe J-Man, who I'm still not very impressed with thus far. Sitting Bull is just like, hey, I'm just gonna like be competent in this game, let other people fall on their face. All right, so Caesar got bronze working. Now the big question is, does he go for iron working next? He should start chopping some of these forests. Like he did get a cottage down. No, sailing. Not a bad tech for him. He has a number of water cities. And he does have a settler moving out again. So it looks like Caesar's going to head in this direction, but he really needs ironworking as a tech. Poor Freddy. How has Freddy not settled this area yet? This is such a rich area. It's like 5 tiles from his capital. He's made no move to settle it yet. Anyway, it'll be interesting to see who gets this Barb City too. So Gandhi is still on 4 cities. I just don't think 4 cities is enough to keep him safe long term. Yeah, Caesar's going to grab a spot over here. He should connect the copper, yep. So that's going to let him build axes. And Gandhi gets another great profit. Wow, we still haven't seen the 3rd religion fall yet, but it looks like it's going to get taken by J-Man. So this is going to be a nice spot long term for Caesar once he cuts the jungle down. 5 food tile, 4 food, or 5 production tile. This is a nice setup for him. Uh, I think sailing's not a bad tech for him either. Sorry if I'm focusing more on Caesar. I just think I'm more interested in what he's doing. It's like kind of what he's doing and what Sitting Bull are doing, or what's most interesting to me. I was trying to see if he has. All right, he doesn't have. We have enough on our hands already, because like he's the strong guy in the game right now, Sitting Bull. So we have to watch what Sitting Bull's doing because he's the strongest AI. Yeah. So the iron is in Caesar's borders. He just has to research ironworking. Did not beeline it this game, but it's a really important tech for him. So we'll see how early he goes for it. Gandhi is just in La La Land with wonders right now. Yeah, religion's really important, as Antisocial said. Does Caesar pick up Gandhi's religion or does he pick up Portugal's religion? That's really, really going to be a big dice roll. All right, now Caesar's starting to build axes. If he's smart, he waits until ironworking to attack someone. We'll see if he's actually that smart. What did he do with his science? Suddenly it dropped to. Oh, he's upgrading warriors. That's what he's doing. That's not very smart, but the AI does get very cheap upgrades. I was like, what in the world is he doing here? On the map, still a lot of open territory over here that no one's settling. Freddy still does not appear to have mysticism. Sitting Bull is mostly out of room to expand. Portugal's totally out of room to expand right now. And then there's this Barb City, and Pericles is still on 4 city. I don't know what Pericles is doing. He's building the Great Lighthouse and the Temple of Artemis. Ugh. This can be the problem with an AI like Pericles, who's very, very culture focused, sometimes doesn't expand. He's lucky that there's all this territory that's still unclaimed up here, but I mean, and like Gandhi's gonna drop a city on his border over here. Is Gandhi gonna settle this tile? That seems like very needlessly provocative. Whatever. So J-Man's gonna build Temple of Artemis, and then he's gonna found a new religion as well. That's probably not gonna play a major role in this game, but we'll see. Actually, I should check to see if Caesar's plotting war. Not at the moment. He actually will not declare war on Freddy or Sitting Bull because his relations are too high, apparently. Yeah, everybody's pretty peaceful thus far. The most likely war is actually Portugal against India, just based on relations. Caesar's best chance to win this game is not to declare war on Sitting Bull. That would be a sure way for him to throw his game. So it'll just depend on the luck of the dice rolls. Also, him sinking all this money into upgrading units is a really poor use of his teching. Like he's running 90% gold to upgrade warriors into axes. Not the smartest. Yeah, so Gandhi did plant the troll city. I mean, this is going to cause a lot of border tension between these two. They're both pretty peaceful. Neither one will declare war at pleased, but I'm not convinced that they stay at pleased long term. And that annoyed even went away with J-Man and what's his name, Gandhi. So right now, no one's annoyed with each other. All right, Pericles picks up Gandhi's religion. That's going to give them a nice religious boost. So Caesar doesn't have a religion. Freddy doesn't have a religion. I expect Freddy will pick up Christianity just because he's way up there on the top side of the map. Now, the smart thing for Caesar to do would be go capture this Barb city, but otherwise don't start fighting until later. This is a good place to put a city down. Just needs to expand borders, work the copper. That's a smart, nice, safe, smart city. And he's going to have sailing soon, so he'll get should be able to get the trade routes. Has anyone discovered? No one's discovered writing yet. Kind of a slow tech pace thus far in the game. It's really about Sitting Bull and Caesar right now. That pyramids build. All right, so Gandhi's going to finish pyramids. That's kind of good for Caesar. He's going to get a big cash infusion, and then he can actually finish sailing. So Portugal is completely out of room to expand. Portugal got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cities. For Sitting Bull, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cities. Freddy dropped this city. What WTF on this spot? Let's drop a city buried in jungle that can't even work tiles at size 1 due to unhealthiness, and let's leave this part of the map completely unsettled. I guess he did put down Stuttgart. I mean, long term, Freddy's in decent shape if he can settle this. Because as of right now, it still appears that Pericles is just doing whatever. Pericles looks so useless. Caesar certainly could have used representation, but he was never going to finish the pyramids before Gandhi. He's building it. This city has no production. Look, it's working all cottages. There's no production here. 4 production per turn. Whereas Gandhi was building this in his capital with 19 production per turn. So it was never going to happen. But Caesar will get some fail gold, and that's honestly not bad for him. Also, he may be able to capture the pyramids from Gandhi, so he didn't get the fail gold yet. Let's just keep refreshing the map. Does Freddy have mysticism yet? Good question. He still might not have it. No, he does not. Yikes. He does have ironworking, which is kind of interesting that he has the early ironworking. All right. So now Caesar has 330 gold, so he should start spending that. If he uses it to burn to and Gandhi went uni suffrage, which is representation would be so much better for him. If Caesar turns on research and uses it to go for ironworking, that's by far his best play here. We'll just see if he chooses to go for that or not. He should be thinking about it because he has to realize that he wants this tile and he has a lot of jungle. Let's see. All right, so we finished sailing. Oh, we got a great lighthouse. Okay, well, Pericles does get great lighthouse for what good that is. He has 2 coastal cities. I can't imagine that was worth it. A lot of time building wonders that are of questionable value. Look at these Freddy cities. I mean, again, if Frederick can long term not get attacked and settle all this, he is going to be strong down the road. Because Sitting Bull's basically capped out at this point. Portugal's capped out. Rome is more or less capped out. I guess there's room for maybe one more city. Could potentially get this. I mean, Rome's strength is go through Gandhi. Gandhi still doesn't have. Gandhi has no metals connected. Gandhi just has archers. Praetorians would just slash right through him. A lot of units in that northern city. Yeah. As I said, if Caesar attacks Sitting Bull, that's how he torpedoes his game. He's Sitting Bull's worst enemy. Caesar himself does not appear to have a worst enemy yet. No one says worst enemy of Julius Caesar. Oh, this is so big. Caesar converted to Christianity. So he dials up his friendliness with Sitting Bull and J-Man, and now Gandhi relations plummet with Gandhi. Now he's annoyed with Gandhi. Now Gandhi's the worst enemy of Caesar, and what's his name? And now Sitting Bull is back up to cautious. Well, I guess they were at cautious already, but if that goes up to please, then he won't declare war. Interesting. Does not mean Gandhi's 100% dead. Again, we've seen. Let's see if either of these two are plotting war right now. No, he's not plotting war. Caesar is apparently not plotting war either, at least for right now. If you're on Team Caesar like me, you want to see ironworking pop up here any turn now on his research queue. Grab Praetorians and just go smash Gandhi. Gandhi also put a city right here. That's going to cause some more border tension. I really feel like the most likely outcome is Caesar going after Gandhi, but it's by no means guaranteed. All right, so Caesar's cleaning up cheap techs right now. Still hasn't gone for that ironworking, strangely, even though it would be a really good tech for him. He did manage to get furs connect. Is he trading for furs? I bet he is. Yeah, he's trading with Gandhi for furs. Interesting. That deal would actually be cut if he declares war on Gandhi. I'm also surprised that we haven't seen more people going after this spot yet. This Barb City seems to be attracting more attention for whatever reason. So Sitting Bull's on calendar. How many calendar resources does he have? He has 2. That actually would be a big infusion of happiness for him to get that. So he's gonna pop its words. Note that this corner of the map still has also not been settled by anyone. So Gandhi has gotten out to more cities. He's building the Oracle. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 cities for him. Pericles did get a fifth city finally, Argos. But he's running out of room to expand now. So Pericles has writing, otherwise he couldn't have offered open borders. Yeah, Pericles and Frederick really struggling in this game. Caesar still has not picked up ironworking yet. So Gandhi gets the Oracle. Let's see what tech he slingshotted. Kind of a late Oracle. Monarchy. Went for Monarchy. No early wars in this game. We're already to turn 90. But it feels like the tech pace has been very slow in this game. So if it's a spaceship finish, it's probably going to be a late one. We should probably look at the power graph just to see. Not culture, power. So Caesar's first, Sitting Bull second, Gandhi is last. Again, Caesar and Sitting Bull getting in a war would be one way for each of them to wreck their games. Well, Caesar moved his units out of this city. They're down here now. They're either going for the Barb city or going towards Gandhi, maybe? Still apparently not plotting war, but for whatever reason, they're all down here. All right, I wonder if he used... Oh, there's the ironworking. Dun, dun, dun. The countdown begins. Caesar on ironworking. Yeah, I've been keeping an eye on that too. It's a really key tech for him because he can use it to cut down the jungle and also, obviously, Praetorians. Got the iron resource right there. He can't see it yet, but he's got it. And there's this... Gandhi doesn't even have a metal resource connected. Like, he has horses, but no metals. But Gandhi's also an ironworking, so he will have iron connected before Caesar can attack him. Caesar did miss his window to hit a metal-less Gandhi. Is Sitting Bull plotting war? Does not appear to be, as far as I can tell. Doesn't appear to be. So he can't declare on Freddy. He could theoretically declare on anyone else. So Gandhi is the worst enemy of Caesar right now. So it sure looks like he wants to go after Gandhi. That seems to be where we're headed right now. But at the moment, we still don't have a big Roman stack walking in that direction. But like, there's a lot of border tension between the two of them. All right, one of the archers was killed in here. City Raider 2 spear. I mean, if Caesar rolls over Gandhi and gets all his wonders, that's basically game over. Yeah, Sitting Bull usually doesn't start a lot of wars. He tends to be... That's one of the reasons why Sitting Bull tends to be a bad AI, is like he builds military, but then doesn't declare war. He just builds units and then sits on them. Tends to, anyway. How about Portugal? What is Portugal doing? Anything? Just building one... Oh, he built the shrine for Christianity. Okay. I guess that's nice. I don't know what he's doing. Has Freddy managed to expand any further? Well, he pushed down here to Pericles' border, but then there's still all this territory. He still does not appear to have mysticism. Oh, wait, yes, he does. He has he's researching meditation, so he did finally pick up mysticism. But like Gandhi has 5 cities, 6 cities, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He has 6 cities. Just kind of in a stalling pattern right now. As you said, very peaceful game thus far. All right, and Freddy converts to Christianity too. Bit odd that Portugal got that city. So everybody's Christian now except Gandhi and Pericles. This does not bode well for Gandhi and Pericles to be in a situation like this. Rome's been building a lot of military, but as of yet has not moved to a border city. Like, still building a fair number of units here. We're about to hit turn 100, so we'll do a big checkup on everybody's situation then. Yeah, I can't see whether he's plotting war because he doesn't have it redded out with anyone. Freddy would be strong if he understood what a settler was, indeed. All right, so we're going to have ironworking finish. If we're watching Caesar, it's because he's by far the most likely to kick off the action with actual fight. All right, he's got a little stack there. Okay, oh, wow. Okay, not the war I was expecting. Pericles has declared war on J-Man. All right, I guess he wanted that Barb city. All right, we got our first war. Not, as I said, not the one we were expecting. War count 1. But it is along the lines of religion, remember? Because Pericles is Hindu and J-Man is Christian. So interesting. Now Caesar does not like Gandhi or Pericles very much at all. Sitting Bull still could declare war on anyone except Freddy. But it'll be really interesting if Sitting Bull and Caesar if Sitting Bull ends up pleased with Caesar. They're getting closer, but they do have without the border tension, they might be pleased already. Let's see who else. So he's in a war. Freddy could declare war on Caesar, although that's pretty unlikely. He'd be more likely to declare war on Pericles. Gandhi would most likely declare on Caesar, but of course, so he's pleased with Freddy and wow, Frederick has good relations with like everybody. Everybody seems to like that guy. I guess because he doesn't have border tension with anyone. Open borders. Most people have open borders with each other right now. Can Pericles even reach him? Good question, Pericles. Yeah, he has open borders with everyone. So yes, he could walk through Caesar's territory to get over there. This is turn 100. Let's just advance one turn and look at the graphs. There's a worker right here. Got to mine that iron. All right, let's look and see at our standings right now. All right, so GMP, Gandhi's first. That's not really a surprise. He's got a gazillion culture. And then Sitting Bull. Sitting Bull's doing pretty well on GMP because he doesn't have a ton of culture. This must be actual commerce. Production, everybody's close. Food, Sitting Bull's number 1. Wait, Gandhi's number 2? Huh? Wow, okay. I don't know how he's number 2 with the number of cities he has. Power, Caesar's 1, Sitting Bull's 2. And then those guys are down there. Culture, Gandhi's got the most by far. Freddy's culture is non-existent. Interesting. Let's look quickly at their beaker output. All right, Caesar's at is only at 23 beakers. That's not very good. Gandhi's at 31, Freddy 28, J-Man. All right, J-Man 44, but that's partly because his costs are very low. Pericles 23, Sitting Bull 54. Ooh, Sitting Bull, the research leader right now. I guess he does have a lot of look at all those cottages he has. His traits are absolutely awful, but he's making the most of them. So yeah, if Caesar wants to take control of this game, he's got to run over somebody because his econ traits are not going to be enough otherwise. Most advanced, Julius Caesar the pathetic. He does have a pretty decent stack here. We'll see if he ever ends up using it. So like Gandhi has just been doing the Gandhi thing. Don't build any units. Just keep pushing culture. He's certainly vulnerable to some Praetorians. Wait, Caesar, what are you doing? Why aren't you mining your iron resource? No, you must connect your iron. Build those Praetorians. Here goes the Pericles stack. So now Portugal will build military. For the time being, Germany's still hanging under the radar. By the way, the other thing that's bad about the Pericles War is now he's going to be building military when he's so far behind. He desperately needs. Oh wow, Sitting Bull, Hanging Gardens. Jeez, that's going to vault him even further ahead in score. He's looking very strong in this game. Sitting Bull, who has never scored a single point in AI history. Shinatiao getting him for 5 gold looks pretty good right now. Yeah, Caesar on math. All right, he is connecting the iron now. Of course, we're going to avoid stay out of your wars. All right, now there's actually a stack on the move. Oh, okay. And now Caesar flips back into Gandhi's religion. Well, that certainly shakes things up. Now Gandhi is back in Caesar. Now Sitting Bull is annoyed towards Caesar. Interesting. Now he's flipped to potentially the other side. Interesting. I would say that's probably not good for Caesar to be in Gandhi's religion. I think he's in much better shape to be on the northern team's religion. I don't suppose we know who he's plotting. I really wish we could see if he's plotting war or not. Don't seem to be able to do that right now, though. Well, this has all the potential for a torpedoed game for Caesar now by not attacking Gandhi. Well, Sitting. Okay, this could be important. Sitting Bull just founded. I'm pretty sure. Is he the one who founded Taoism? Hold on. Or was that a great scientist light bulb? No, that was a great scientist light bulb from Gandhi. Okay, or something like that. Or it was a great prophet light bulb. I think that that was actually the theology tech. Yeah, he used a great prophet to light bulb theology to found another religion. All white means he's not plotting. Okay, that's good to know. Well, since Gandhi has not been touched, this is what happens if you don't attack Gandhi. Then he starts charging up the scoreboard because he does not waste any time building units. It's all infrastructure, all culture. So if you don't attack him, this is the situation that you're likely to find yourselves in. Caesar may have missed his window in this game. He might have just waited too long at this point. Like he has the Praetorians now. Um, if he gets construction, all right. Well, there it is. So that was pretty predictable. War number two. All right. I think it was a little later than we were expecting, but it nonetheless still arrives. So he's going to try to hit this city. The city does not have walls. This initial attack is not going to. If he combines these two stacks, he might be able to. But the initial force. All right. So he just combined this stack together. This probably can take the city because the chariots don't get defensive bonuses. And it is only 20% culture. That's probably enough. Wow, Caesar's research just plummeted. I'm sure. Oh, no, he's not even on construction. He's on calendar. Okay, well, that's a good econ tech, but that's not going to do much to help him at war. So, question will be now if Sitting Bull charges in from the other side against Caesar, that would be the end of the game for Caesar. He needs to have success against Gandhi. All right, he took the first city. Also, if he can get this ivory in his borders, that's another happiness resource. This city's about to pop its borders third ring, so that would grab that. And he got a great general because, of course, he did. So it's a good initial success. Again, these wars are all about snowballing. How many cities does Gandhi have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cities. He's got a lot of culture in his cities, though. So I feel like Caesar really needs catapults, but we'll see. Like if he tries to take this city and just like throws people into 50% on a hill, it's not going to go very well, even with Praetorians. Needs catapults. But it looks like he's going for construction, or calendar and not construction. Meanwhile, over here, this war is predictably not going anywhere between Pericles. So the ones we need to really focus on are Sitting Bull, really Sitting Bull. Freddy, I guess, could intervene, but he's just so weak, it's hard to see him doing much. It's really Sitting Bull if he wants to get involved. So we'll just have to keep checking in on Sitting Bull and see if he jumps into this war with Caesar. Because I think Caesar ultimately defeats Gandhi otherwise. Because like once he gets catapults, he will take Gandhi's cities, no problem. Because Praetorians will just destroy Caesar. They'll destroy Gandhi, not destroy Caesar. He did get a bunch of promotions on his axes there. While this is going on, Freddy has expanded. I mean, Freddy has picked up a decent amount of territory now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, he's up to 10 cities. There's also this Barb city here that still quietly has not been taken by anybody with the fighting that's going on elsewhere. Like Portugal can't get involved in a war because they're already fighting. Oh, here's the stack from Pericles. I don't know what happened to Pericles in this game. I feel like he should not have done as badly as he has. I guess it all went wrong when those barbarians went after him. All right, so this force, if it goes after Vijayanagar, it's not going to do anything. He has a realistic chance to capture the city because it's not on a hill. If he just has this whole stack group up together. And it looks like that's the city he's going for. if he combines these two together, I don't think there's enough units to stop that. Meanwhile, Gandhi's still founding more religions. He has, I think, 4 religions self-founded now. Craziness. Yeah, I don't know where this stack is wandering around. These two stacks are like hiding out in the wilderness. If this stack moved to Coimbra, it might be able to capture it. But we'll keep checking in on that back there. Sitting Bull is getting construction, yes. Again, if he declares on Caesar, it'll swing the game, but where is Caesar going with this force? Where are these units going? If he just combines them all together into one stack and attacks the city, he's going to take it. So great general for Pericles. Looks like he got the worst of this fight between these two stacks up here. He could be going to Delhi. I hope not. You would think that he would just attack this city here, but you never know. It's the AI. Okay. So Freddy, again, quietly getting stronger. Note that Freddy is all the way up to 3rd place in score, although Sitting Bull is maybe running away with this game while the others fight. Yeah, I think, again, I think if Caesar just takes every single unit and attacks this city, he captures it, but he threw some of his units at the city. He didn't throw all of them at the city. Kind of weird. Oof, okay, well, there's not much left in that city now. I think he's got it. Again, Praetorian's just so much stronger than normal units. All right. That is a big loss for Gandhi. That's a size 10 city. And Caesar also finished calendar, which is a key economic tech. He does have a lot of calendar resources. He's got dyes 1, sugar 2, bananas 3, although that's not a happiness resource. Yeah, he's got a lot of calendar resources. That is a key economic tech, but Caesar really needs to get construction so that he doesn't have to suffer such heavy losses in assaulting these cities. Like, there's just too heavy cultural defenses on these. Like, he's never breaking through that city without catapults, but I think that's the next tech he goes for. That is if Sitting Bull just doesn't get too far ahead of the rest of the field here. Like, if you look at GMP, Sitting Bull's starting to pull away. Caesar's economy is not good. He needs to take over Gandhi's territory. This city falls as Gandhi built a missionary. Yeah, more or less. All right, so as I said, that's a big development, but Sitting Bull, really the cards are in his hand here. He should attack Caesar, because that would probably seal a victory for him if he did that. He's going to keep checking in on him, but he does not appear to be plotting war. Just kind of teching along merrily right now. Caesar's picking up polytheism. Okay. Guess he just wanted a cheap tech. Where is he going right now? Construction is the obvious tech to go for. Help him in his wars. All right, well, that'll be nice for someone else when they capture it from Portugal. Yeah, Freddy is in 2nd place. Shh. Well, even if Caesar doesn't win, maybe Freddy can. What if we have a Sitting Bull first, Frederick second outcome to this game? That would be amazing. Sitting Bull first, Frederick second. It's definitely in play right now. Gandhi gets a great general. He is at least building units now. Again, if Caesar had jumped on him earlier before he was able to expand and get these, extra cities. So what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He has 6 cities left. Caesar has 2 captured cities and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I feel like 10 to 6 is kind of a pretty big snowball in Rome's favor. Again, just needs to get, if he gets catapults, he wins the war. Gandhi can't stop at that point. All right, there's a construction, so. Ooh, Statue of Zeus. That's probably not what Caesar wants to see. More war wariness. But again, if Caesar captures these cities, he's going to have so many wonders under his control. Like, this city's got, okay, I guess they're mostly in the capital, but like the capital has pyramids, Stonehenge, Oracle, Hagia Sophia, Statue of Zeus, Moai. Well, he can't capture Moai, but like that's a lot of wonders in there. And you would have the Hindu shrine as well, which is worth a ton of money. That's what this game's about. Can Caesar snowball off of capturing Gandhi's territory, or will he get stopped along the way? That's really, I think, what the game comes down to. Because if he takes Gandhi's territory, I don't think anyone can stop him at that point, unless they all dogpile. Maybe if it's a big dogpile. How much war weariness? Let's see, because we can actually check on how much war weariness he has. 289. That's pretty significant at this stage of the game. And boy, Freddy really. Oh, this is who Caesar dislikes. So Caesar kind of dislikes all the other leaders too. Freddy dislikes him, but I can't imagine Freddy's plotting war. It's really the sitting. It's really Sitting Bull that we have to watch. I guess we should check in on Freddy. No, he's not plotting war. He's very peaceful as an AI. Sitting Bull's also very peaceful too. He does not appear to be plotting war. So yeah, Caesar is finally on construction. Of course, he has to finish it, and then he has to build the catapults and then send them forward. This city might actually get recaptured by Gandhi though, because he's got a stack here with a lot of city raider swords, and this city's not very well defended. Caesar moves first though, so all right, Caesar was able to reinforce because he moves first. Sitting on the hill with that huge defensive bonus, the 75%. What though? Oh, I was going to say there's a big Caesar stack up here, but no, it's Pericles. Still fighting this pointless war that's just dragging down Pericles and J-Man to no real purpose. These units have taken a lot of. I think Caesar keeps attacking these units on the hill with the 75% defensive bonus, which is a really bad call for him. Oh well. Also, a lot of spears in here. A lot of spears in this stack. Anyway, so there are catapults in production now. Here comes a Portuguese stack. Again, just periodically checking on him to see if he's plotting war. Doesn't seem like it. Note that Freddy's all the way up into second now in score. The statue of Zeus is in Gandhi's capital right now. Yeah, Freddy's catching up. Wow, and Gandhi, even in this war, is still building the Great Library. Okay, so that stack finally did get cleaned up, the one that was on the hill. See if Caesar is smart enough to bring catapults up when he moves forward. I know he just finished some, or he is in the process of finishing some catapults. When you check Sitting Bull, if Caesar's name is in white, then he's not plotting. Okay, so that's all I have to do is just check to see that. Okay. All right, so same thing for both of them. They are not plotting war. They are, however, doing a nice job economically. These two that are pulling ahead in score. Oh, this city almost got recaptured by Gandhi. Down to just Praetorian and Axe. Oh no, it was recaptured. Oh ho. I think Caesar's going to take it back, but still. Caesar didn't defend it well enough there. Buddhism founded in Poverty Point. All right, so as not surprising that Caesar took it back. This city was size 10. It starved all the way down to size 2. Yeah, Gandhi fighting back to some extent. I think he's still pretty far behind. The thing that hurts him though, yeah, Caesar's up here, Gandhi's down here in terms of power. Here's the thing that really hurts Gandhi. His capital is like the next city in line. Well, I guess one of these two cities. I guess this is probably the next city in line, and then his capital. These cities have like all his production. If he loses those two cities, he's done because there's no production in any of these other cities. So he has to hold these two. If he can't hold these two, he's done. And like there should be catapults on the field now. Where are they? I know he built. Oh, there they are. There's two over here, or at least one over here. Like once the catapults start dropping those city defenses, it's like it's over. Unfortunately there's no catapults in this stack, so Caesar's probably just going to throw these units away like an idiot. I don't know why he has building so few catapults. That's the unit he needs. There's one. Did he seriously only build one catapult? He's building war elephants now, but very, very few catapults. So he probably just throws these units away. Indeed he did. Just hurled them into the enemy city. Where is that? Oh, okay. I was like, where is that city captured? Native Americans? What? There's one catapult in this stack. But one catapult, even though it takes forever, could be enough to take this city. It just has to sit there and bombard down the defenses. And Agra has another one about to finish. Anyway, technically there is still a war going on between Pericles and... Oh, hey. And indeed, there it is. I was going to say, there is still a war going on between Portugal and Greece. So, like, keep that in mind, too, for Pericles. So we're just refreshing the map. Boom. Yeah, Freddy is getting closer to Sitting Bull. I don't know. Caesar's conquest is taking longer. Probably, I feel like this is taking too long for him. He needs to speed this up. But like this city's dead as soon as the defenses come down. Meanwhile, Pericles is not looking great. That city that just got captured is going to be kind of useless for right now. Let's check in on Sitting Bull. Still not plotting with Caesar, Frederick. Still not plotting with Caesar. Okay, you guys. You just keep doing your thing. We'll just keep watching this war because there's not much else going on in the game. So like Gandhi will pour units in this city to reinforce, but like most of them are horse archers, so they don't get any defensive bonuses. And then those Praetorians with City Raider just do so much damage once the defenses are down. Like here comes more units in, and like the catapults will deal collateral. I don't know. I feel like once the city defenses are down, that city's done. I mean, like there's a lot of units in there, but Praetorians with City Raider, once the defenses are down, just get such a huge advantage. I don't know. I guess there's some axes, even some shock axes. It might be enough to hold the city. Maybe. Both sides are just pouring units in here. I guess we'll see. Probably like one more turn. If the city just goes down instantly, then Gandhi's dead. So the attack's going to come in on this turn. It's close enough that I don't have a great read. How many axes are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 axes. The horse archers are going to be useless on defense. So it's really just the axes. How many Praetorians are in this stack? A lot. And the spears will do really well against the horse archers. I don't know. It'll be close. Let's see. Looks like Gandhi held. A lot of injured units. Well, a lot of units are going to promote on both sides here. But Gandhi held the first attack. This could actually be the game right here, because if Caesar takes the city, he's just going to snowball. All right. Went a lot worse for the defenders. All right, looks like Caesar's got this. It went much worse for the defenders on the second turn. I think Caesar's got this. Some of these units I think can still promote and capture the city. Yep. That's really big. I think that that's the key breakthrough that punches through Gandhi's defense. I don't think that he can hold. But is Caesar too far behind to win the game at this point? I mean, look, he's actually 5th in score right now. But like, is he just too far behind already at this point? Portugal has a siege going on this city too, which I think is going to be successful. I mean, Sitting Bull and Frederick are starting to get pretty far ahead here. Oh, nope. Pericles was able to rally and hold. So I guess that attack's not going anywhere for the time being. But like Delhi is... So what was key about that is Caesar was able to capture it right before Gandhi was able to get longbows in there. But Gandhi just is running out of cities. 1, 2, 3, 4. He only has 5 cities left. I don't think that's enough. I think Caesar's just has enough cities that he can overwhelm this. And now that he's got markets, he has enough happiness that he can actually grow his cities to larger sizes. JC's on feudalism as well. Yeah, he's still pretty far behind though. Like he needs to overrun Gandhi's territory. Gandhi's capital is the other really big city. This was the key first step, and then this is the other key city. This just has so much of Gandhi's production and a gazillion wonders, which would be very valuable for Caesar. So like we'll keep an eye on the other war, but like it feels like all the action in the game is happening down here. This game can still be swung though with Sitting Bull or Frederick now that Freddy's actually pretty strong going after Caesar, but they don't seem to be doing it as far as we can tell. And we're on turn 150. Looks like Caesar's going for this city, which is kind of a mistake because this is not a very valuable city. The capital is like 100% more valuable. All right, let's get an overview of where things stand right now. So as far as zooming out, okay, that's not helpful to zoom out. It's just all cultural nonsense. So Sitting Bull is just building away still. Portugal is trying to attack and not doing a whole lot. We know Rome is still engaged in this war, did get a lot of infusion of happiness recently. Gandhi is building units because he has to. Somehow he doesn't have a barracks yet in this city. um, Greece is in war. Freddy's developing. Freddy's actually got multiple cities on wealth right now. So yeah, he's slowly, because he just was able to expand in peace, Freddy's actually got quite a bit of territory. He might actually have the most territory in the game right now. Look at Freddy's demos real quick. Yeah, he's Freddy's #1 in food, #1 in production, second in GNP, second in soldiers, first in land area, first in population. Honestly, not looking that bad at this stage. I'm glad I picked up Freddy for like nothing in the fantasy contest because I think he has decent chance to get something out of this game. As far as the graphs go, so GMP, Sitting Bull's the tech leader, and Freddy's second, and Caesar's economy is stagnant until he can get through this war. Freddy's first in production. Gandhi's last in production. That's a bad sign. He's not going to be able to keep replacing units. Food. Look at how Freddy has come along in the last. Because like he was earlier in the game, he was one of the laggards, and he's come along all the way to be first. Sitting Bull stagnated because he ran out of room to expand. So as I said, just kind of falling apart there. And Caesar's power has declined a little bit because he's been fighting. Freddy's actually now #2 in power behind Sitting Bull. Crazy. Absolutely nuts. Oh yeah, if Freddy daggered Pericles, that would be huge. Because he doesn't like Pericles that much. No, Pericles is already in a war. I'm looking at the wrong one. I wanted to look at Freddy. Okay, so he's not plotting war, but if he backstabbed Pericles and started taking over that territory, he'd be in a really strong position. But of course, he won't do that because he's super peaceful. In terms of research, Caesar's at 88 beakers, Gandhi's at 84, Freddy's at 219. Woo! Wow. Okay. J-Man's at 146, Pericles at 147. Sitting Bull's at 2. So yeah, Sitting Bull and Freddy are way ahead in research. I don't know. I think even if Caesar takes out Gandhi, I think he might just be too far behind. I think it's taken too long in this game for him to do it. I would never count him out, but I think he might end up just being too far behind technologically in this game. I think he was maybe too slow to go after Gandhi. It was the right decision to go after Gandhi, but he didn't do it very quickly. Well, we'll see. He's he's still got a shot because these AIs are not attacking him, and he should be able to take this city pretty easily. It's not on a hill. It's not very well defended. He's got a bunch of catapults for siege, city defense removal. Just like continuing to snipe off Gandhi's cities one at a time. Pericles just recaptured this city, or there was a peace treaty between these two, one or the other. Are they still at war? No, they're still at war. It must have been recaptured by Pericles to get that spot back. The Pericles versus J-Man has just been a disaster of a war for both sides. It's really, really hurt both of them. I don't know what Gandhi's units are doing running around here. So all the defenses are gone in this city. Let's look at who actually is a real defender. All right, then they made peace. Okay. Yeah, I figured that war wouldn't go on too much longer. So that is significant because it frees the two of them up to enter other wars, which they couldn't do as long as they were fighting. Over here, so there's 2 longbows. Those are real defenders. And there's 2 axes, and that's basically it. That is not enough to stop this attack. I don't think so. There's City Raider 3 Praetorians. They will murder whatever they hit. Yeah. So whereas the previous fighting was pretty close, that was just an easy capture. All right, so Caesar is slowly snipping off these cities one at a time. There's only 4 cities left for Gandhi. One, two, three. Yeah, only 4 cities left. Like he just doesn't have the production to keep up. I guess this city still has decent production, but like look, Bombay has very little production. Six production per turn. You can't build anything there. This city has 4 production per turn. This is a fishing village with 4 production. Yeah, it's really just his capital. If he's already like if the situation doesn't change, he's already dead. But the capital is now the one remaining key location. So we'll see how long it takes Caesar to get down there. Sitting Bull still not plotting war. Freddy still not plotting war. That's why these guys are bad AIs. A good AI would seize the moment to take control of the game, which they have not done. All right, so yeah, Caesar needs to heal up these units, walk down here, bombard out and Sistine Chapel as well. Jesus Christ, he's still building wonders in the middle of this war. Freddy just started Golden Age. Interesting. What is he going for with this Golden Age? I can't even see what he's researching. Well, we'll keep an eye on him. Like this stack needs to heal up. And then Rome just needs to throw like another stack of Praetorians. This city is on a hill, and there's some longbows in here. But I don't think there's going to be enough to stop all these units that are on their way. Yeah, especially because it's going to take time for the defenses to be bombarded out, and that'll give Caesar time to concentrate a big stack down there. Taking this city not only gives Caesar a gazillion wonders, it also removes all this culture, so that like then these can be real cities because they actually will have tiles to work. Boy, there's a lot of friendly faces here. Friendly, friendly. Sitting Bull won't declare. Sitting Bull can only declare on Caesar because he won't declare it pleased. Freddy doesn't like Pericles very much either. I don't know. Caesar being in Hinduism is kind of a problem for him diplomatically. He's got to hope that these other leaders are just peaceful and won't all declare war on him. So this would be suicide if Caesar attacked, but he's got mostly catapults, so he'll probably just bombard the city for a few turns and provide time for his other units to get up there. This stack has like 1 unit that can actually attack in it. Actually, something already attacked Gandhi's city. Pericles completed Notre Dame. Yeah, he really should wait for more of these units to get up there. He's got a lot of very injured units. I think Gandhi tossed his catapults at Caesar's stack. So I think Caesar has to pause to heal here. We'll see if he waits to heal or just tosses in the unit. Oh, never mind. Nope, never mind. He just threw in all the units like an idiot. Oh boy, Caesar, why? Why did you attack with units that were not full health? Now he's not close to taking this city at all. He got the defenses down and just launched the attack regardless. I don't know, man. He's pretty far behind. He's even behind Pericles in score here. I don't think this is going that well for Julius Caesar. I really don't. Sitting Bull just 2-turn guilds while Caesar's pre-base. Yeah, I just don't think he's managed to make this quest fast enough. He needed to capture Gandhi's capital. He fell short. I still think there's a good chance he kills Gandhi long term, but I don't really see him winning this game at this point. I just think it's been too slow. He needed to get iron working sooner, and he needed to jump on Gandhi sooner. I still think there's a good chance he eliminates Gandhi, but like where is his position after that? Like Freddy is at paper, Sitting Bull's at nationals. Look how humongous Freddy's cities are. He's taking the score lead now. Like Freddy's taking the score lead, and I mean, if he ever went after anyone, oh, what's this? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's not good, you guys. We have enough on our hands right now. Womp womp. Dun dun dun. Remember, he can only declare on one person. Well, not looking good for Team Caesar right now. Looking good for Team Freddy. Well, we'll keep an eye on this, but Caesar might just come up short on this conquest of Gandhi. Sometimes I feel like when we... All right, so this stack is actually large enough to maybe capture this city, although there are some highly promoted longbows here. I feel like that scene in the... Oh, wow, Caesar just threw all his units in and they just died doing nothing. What is he doing? What are you doing, Caesar? Why? He just threw a huge stack at this city and just did nothing. He didn't even take out all the defenses first. He just suicided everything. Oh, man. Oh, boy. Well, I don't know. Oh, Freddy could hit. That's true. He could hit Pericles as well. That's true. Could be Pericles as well. Because, yeah, because he is cautious with Pericles. I mean, we'll see. But, like, Caesar not being able to capture Gandhi's capital is not good at all. He needed to get that city, and he's just launched repeated failed attacks at it. It just did nothing. By the way, everyone's still alive. 170 turns into this game. Pretty interesting. Pericles has quietly been making a comeback as well. He's back up into third place on score. Is Varanasi potentially a culture flip? I would imagine so. Yeah, it's very much a culture flip right now. That's not surprising to me. All right, here comes yet another stack. I don't know why he's building so many horse archers. Horse archers are not particularly good against longbows. So keep an eye on where Freddy is rallying his stack. I wouldn't be shocked if he wants to go after Pericles though, because like this city has to be really annoying with all that border tension. I guess we'll wait and see. I mean, Freddy's on guilds, so he's gonna have knights. Like Caesar's not close to knights right now. If Caesar just combines all his units together into a stack and he bombards out all the defenses, he can take this city. I mean, his production advantage is enormous as compared to Gandhi. Like, if he takes the time to bombard out the defenses, which he should... I'll know he has no catapults in that stack. I'll know. I'll know. What is he doing? There's no catapults in this stack, so they're just going to suicide again. Ugh. This has been such an incompetently launched attack by Caesar. He forgot to bring any catapults. He's just going to commit suicide again. There's no way he can kill these units in a city on a hill with 40% defense. They're just all going to die again. What is he doing? Why is he not building catapults? He's just suiciding huge army after huge army for no reason. This is so incompetent. Oh boy, this is just sad to watch. All he had to do was build up his stack, take out all the defenses, and attack, and he just hasn't done it. And instead, Gandhi's units are getting super promoted. Look at all these units with like 17 XP. What a waste. There goes another army that just did nothing. He was very close to snowballing over this, but has now really wasted Meanwhile, as far as Freddy goes, his stacks here would suggest that he's targeting Pericles. It's not a guarantee, but it certainly suggests that that's who he's interested in. Because you would think that if he wanted to attack Caesar, he'd be rallying to right here, which does not appear to be where he's going. Note that Sitting Bull has continued to do nothing the whole game. Unless he's plotting war. Nope. Not plotting war. So yeah, I expect that Pericles is, or Sitting Bull's going to attack not Sitting Bull, that Freddy's going to attack that. Look, there's a revolt in this city. Caesar, why did you forget all the catapults? This city doesn't even have very good defenders. It's mostly horse archers and catapults. It's not like there's a lot of defensive bonuses there. But it's not going to matter if if everybody dies on the longbows because you still haven't removed the city defenses. This stack at least has some catapults in it. Now, Sitting Bull, he just started a Golden Age, and he's going to build Taj. Does he have the Mausoleum? I'm trying to remember who has the Mausoleum. Mausoleum is in the hands of Portugal. That's a non-issue. Okay. Varanasi flipped. Yes, it did. You guys are right. Good eyes to spot that. So where is... Oh, hello. Here's Freddy's stack, but it's in Pericles' territory. Is he moving it over towards Rome then? He's the worst enemy of Freddy. That's Not a good sign for Caesar. So here's a big stack. Just trying to watch where this stack is going. Yeah, yet another Caesar force seems to have gone nowhere. Oh, I guess he's rebuilding his stack here. All right, assembling yet another stack to try to take Delhi. He does have 5 catapults this time. Oh, this is interesting. Sitting Bull just converted to Buddhism. That could be important. So how does that shake up the diplomacy? Freddie is still pleased with. Wait, where's how people feel? This is how people feel about him. All right, Pericles is still pleased. Portugal's still pleased. All right, it didn't actually have any effect at all. No effect at all so far. Meanwhile, where is that German stack going? They're, if they haven't attacked Pericles yet, they're probably going for Rome. J-Man potential war with Sitting Bull. Oh, okay. That did change things, I guess. Is Germany even plotting anymore? Good question. Sometimes they do cancel out of it. He still says he's plotting. He still says he's plotting. Oh, here's the stack. I think they're headed squarely for Julius Caesar, based on what we're seeing right now. Think that's headed for Caesar. Like it looked for a turn like they weren't headed there, but now it looks like they're definitely headed there. Oh dear. Oh dear. This is not good for all the Team Caesars. Antisocial rest in peace. The 69 gold he spent. All right, so yeah, that's the declaration of war on Caesar, and that's the death knell for anyone who had Caesar to win this game. Womp womp. I still think that Caesar had the highest odds of any individual leader to win, but he's not winning this game now. In fact, he's looking like the favorite for first to die now. And Freddie, if he can take over Caesar's territory, might be our winner here. Yeah, too bad for Caesar. He might even take Gandhi's capital before he goes down here because I think this stack is finally large enough to take Caesar's take Gandhi's capital. Maybe, maybe not. He needs a medic in his stack. Gandhi just hit it with his catapults. All right. Meanwhile, here comes the Freddy stack. Sitting Bull swaps more civics. Yeah, it doesn't look like Caesar's going to be the winner of this game. Can't really see it considering how far behind he is in tech. Pericles is going to get delivered. You know, Pericles, as weak as he is, there is still always the outside shot at a culture victory. I think Gandhi's taken too much damage, but Pericles maybe not. Oh wow, the big stack moved backwards here. I guess Freddy's still assembling his stack. All right, let's see if Caesar can capture this city from Gandhi. Gandhi was able to get up to pikes though. I don't think that's going to be enough. I think he's come up short. Caesar has. Pericles the first to discover liberalism. Interesting. Yeah, Caesar just not able to punch through here. Looks like this latest attack came close. Look how close. It's not that many units left, but just not enough attackers. Could never quite get through Delhi's defenses. You know, if he had taken Delhi earlier, he might have been able to snowball this game, but it's too late now. It's not going to happen. This attack's a failure, and with that, Caesar's odds of winning the game are pretty much done. He certainly ruined Gandhi's. Oh, interesting. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. Well, it gets us another war on the counter, which looks like it's going to be pretty low in this game. J-Man declares on Pericles again. Okay. Here's his stack. Oh, yeah, got a pretty decent stack. Okay. Of course, Freddy is the one who actually has knights and trebuchets. He shouldn't have any trouble capturing this city. Of course, it's probably just going to flip over to Sitting Bull. If Gandhi survives, he could crush a weak wildcard game. That's certainly a possibility. Can we see what Pericles light bulbed? Sure. With liberalism. Looks like he picked astronomy, which is always a good tech to grab with the free light bulb if you can. So Antium's going to get captured here on this turn. Olnek, I think, is also going to get captured here on this turn. So there we go. There's one, and then there's the other, falling on the same time. Let the double capture messages pop up. Oh, I guess we hadn't revealed the map since the last time Olmek was captured. Yeah, he's building observatories. Well, unfortunately for him, he's got to deal with Portugal again. It sure looks like it's going to come down to Frederick or Sitting Bull as far as who wins this game, because they seem to be significantly stronger than anyone else in the game. If Freddy gets all the Roman territory, he could be unstoppable with Sitting Bull as his wingman. Although I guess Sitting Bull technically has a different religion. This city is, yeah, I mean, so Freddy, let's look at the text just for curiosity. So Caesar is still strictly medieval. He did manage to get civil service and machinery to get maces, but he's researching pikes right now. Gandhi is a bit further ahead. He's completed all the medieval text, does not have guilds. Frederick is still missing the top of the tree there. He's gone for Constitution and Corporation. And he doesn't have really any of the military text from the next era yet. How about Sitting Bull? Or J-Man is researching economics. It looks like the free merchant went to Frederick. Does have gunpowder. Pericles. Yeah, Pericles' tech is surprisingly good. And he light bulbed astronomy, but now he's stuck in this war. And Sitting Bull. Okay, Sitting Bull already has democracy. He's going to build the Statue of Liberty. Already has corporation. He is the tech leader right now. He's a little bit ahead of Frederick. Let's see. And in terms of beaker output, wait, no, I wanted Freddy's at 600 beakers. Sitting Bull's at 1,000 beakers. Wow. Okay. That's a lot of beakers. 1,000 beakers per turn. Okay. His costs are very low. Wait, I'm on the wrong person. I wanted Frederick. His costs are also low. Yeah. Wow. Sitting Bull. I'm surprised he has so much more income than Frederick. Maybe it's because Frederick's in a war. Oh well. So Sitting Bull will tech faster. If he's smaller than Freddy, though, Freddy could make up the difference. But having Statue of Liberty definitely would make a big difference. All right, so now Gandhi's kind of on the counteroffensive because Caesar's gotten pulled up here into this war. Freddy is not the best at fighting wars. He often will sue for peace even when he really shouldn't. Waiting to see who is going to... Oh, well, never mind. He's captured that city. This one's not under cultural pressure either. Yeah, this city will probably go to the Native Americans eventually. I don't think there's a whole lot to stop Freddy from just rolling through here. Oh, the Greeks recaptured that city. Looks like Portugal's stack just got slaughtered because I don't see any Portuguese units here. Pericles has really bounced back. Look how much stronger he is than the other AIs at the bottom of the pool. Meanwhile, don't forget Gandhi's trying to recapture his cities. Caesar is still assaulting Delhi with his latest stack. Not defending his own cities. But having knights definitely helps Freddy a good bit. Where is the rest of the German units, though? Oh, here they are. They're over here. Okay. They're going after Antium. Wow, this is one of the core cities for Caesar, which is not defended at all. What the? Just took it from 60% defenses down to 17% in one turn. Also got hit with some siege. Yeah, so now Gandhi's able to recapture that. Looks like Caesar is probably going to be first to die here. He's got multiple people attacking him. He's still trying to capture that Delhi back from Gandhi, but his empire is falling apart back at home. So all the defenses are gone from Antium now. So I would expect the city to fall. Yeah, there's not anything there protecting that city. That city's going to get captured for sure. Kind of a weird path that Freddy's taking to go through here, but Sitting Bull completing Statue of Liberty is pretty important too. Like that's a big wonder. Although Sitting Bull still is stuck on the same cities from earlier in the game. He's like still on the same 10 cities, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 9, 10, 11. There's 11 cities. I guess he technically has 12. He has that one down there. Is that going to be enough? I don't know. Depends on if anyone else snowballs ahead. Like if Freddy takes all of Caesar's cities, he's going to be tough to beat at that point. There's also the distinct possibility he gets involved in a war with Pericles later on. Interesting. Did this latest attack on Delhi work? Well, we're still waiting on. City defense is out. Should be ordering the attack on like this upcoming turn. Also, Portugal's pretty weak. Someone could certainly try to take them over. We've hit turn 200. So we've definitely gotten more action in recent turns. Caesar might be able to capture that. I would assume no, but you never know. And now Germany's pushing on this city. Next up. Still no eliminations on turn 200, yeah. Freddy could kill Pericles and Gandhi for domination. In theory, he's just so peaceful, it's hard to see that happening. I'm just going to check on the graphs real quick. So we know about score. GNP. Yeah, Sitting Bull is clearly ahead. Is Sitting Bull still in a golden age? Hold on. Maybe that's why he was so far ahead. No, he's not in a golden age right now. So I guess not. I guess his economy is just straight up better than Frederick's. Although Freddy is in a war and he isn't. All right, yeah, that was the golden age earlier. Food. Fred's pulled ahead in food. Pericles again solidly in third now. Powers. Okay, Sitting Bull's power has been spiking. Is he plotting war with someone? All right, he is plotting war. He won't declare it pleased, so he's either attacking Portugal or Rome, one of the two. So he's going after one of the two. Yeah, Gandhi took back Pataliputra a little while ago. So yeah, Sitting Bull is plotting war. That would explain why his power has been going up recently. Sitting Bull is number 1 in power. Although neither Frederick nor Sitting Bull has picked up gunpowder-based weapons. Like neither of them has rifles. All right, looks like Caesar's attack again came up short. He injured, like he's been killing a lot of Gandhi's units, but couldn't actually take over these. He just never could break through at Delhi. I thought when he got Vijay Anagara that would be enough for him to push through and take Delhi afterwards, but wasn't able to do it. Couldn't quite get over the tipping point in this game. Oh, and Freddy just took another city here. He's really tearing apart Caesar, and he's got a stack getting ready to siege down Rome, too. It's going to take him a little while to get through the defenses, but he's got the Trebs in position. He's just taking Caesar apart right now. And Freddy now has gunpowder. Sitting Bull might, there might not be much left for Sitting Bull by the time he jumps into this war, assuming he's not declaring on Pericles, which is also, or, what was it? He also could be plotting with Portugal. That was the other possibility. Poor Caesar. I always enjoy rooting for Caesar. Part of the reason why I picked him, as I said, is I enjoy rooting for Caesar because he's a fun AI to follow. But he just couldn't get over the hump in this game. He was too slow to get to Praetorians. Couldn't manage to deal with Gandhi. A lot of catapults, but you know what? Catapults do not make good defenders. They will... Yeah, I don't think Rome can be held at this point. Freddy going so fast his army could turn to someone else. Maybe. This totally tells me Hattie will kill Huayna Capac next game. Maybe. I hope not. I bid heavily on Huayna Capac in the fantasy contest. Still waiting for Sitting Bull to make his move. Hasn't done it yet. Also, you would have thought this would be like the first target of Frederick in a war, but no. AI prioritizes cities in a really weird direction sometimes. All right, so there's Rome falling. And Freddy's on replaceable parts. So he might be on rifling next. Oh, there it is. Sitting Bull's declared war on Julia. Yeah, I mean, it might be a little late to get too many of the prizes. He's going for this spot, I guess. I mean, here comes the rest of the army, but we'll see how much they can get. See who can get the all-important kill points for fantasy scoring. So now Caesar's in a war with 3 people, which we always knew was the possibility for Caesar. Yeah, that city falls because it can't be held. That was always the danger for Caesar, is just that he would just get snowballed under by too many hostile leaders. I do think that switching to Gandhi's religion was a big mistake too. He would have done better to stick with Christianity that everyone's running up north. All right, so how many cities does Caesar have left? 3. Oh yeah, war count. Thank you, thank you. War count 5. Thank you. All right. Well, Freddy's on rifling. Probably going to come too late for this war, but always the possibility to go for another one. I guess we'll see. It's a bit of a shame for Frederick that this city wasn't captured by him, because it would have made more sense. It would make more sense logically if Sitting Bull had this city and Frederick had this city. Now, is this one under? All right, I guess there is Native American culture on that tile. That could potentially flip to Sitting Bull. These 2 and Rome will be safe, though. So now the scramble's just on to see who gets what spoils from this war and who gets the final killing blow as well. It's just how fast everybody can move at this point, because Caesar's totally dead at this point. Freddy's going to be able to upgrade his units to rifles. He does have gunpowder, doesn't he? Might be still missing gunpowder for that. Let's see. Does he have gunpowder? He does. Okay, so he can. Oh, but he needs military tradition to upgrade his calves. We'll see if he goes for that. Here comes all the Sitting Bull units over here. All right, so he can upgrade to rifles. Where is Fred? Oh, it looks like he's stopped to upgrade. That actually might be bad for him that he's stopping to upgrade if he gets fewer cities in response. Oh, Gandhi, what the? I thought for sure that was going to go to Sitting Bull. Gandhi with the freaking horse archer slips in and captures it. Okay. The horse archers. All right, here's Freddy's stack coming forward. Let's see. Yeah, so the 2 stacks are both close. Fred moves first in the turn order, if that matters. And I don't know if it does. Yeah, they're each zeroing in on this city. Remember, there's still one more in the corner here. That is defended by almost nothing. I mean, it looks like there's a lot of units here, but look, 2 teremes, a galley, 2 workers, 2 more galleys. There's 3 units on defense here. Although these units didn't attack for some reason. All right, who's going to get the prize? Who attacks? It's probably just whoever attacks first, honestly. We'll just see who gets it. They both stop to bombard, so it should be Freddy because he moves first in turn order. I have to imagine he'll go first and just take the city. Yeah. So Sitting Bull so far has not gotten much from this war. He got 1 city over here, which I guess is not nothing, but not a lot. Could we see Pericles and Freddy's relationship now that they're in free religion? All right, Pericles here. He's pleased, and Frederick's only cautious. Freddy does not like some of the stuff that he's done. Only cautious. We'll look at diplomacy more when this war is finished. All right, so who can get over here and capture the killing blow? Looks like Sitting Bull's got the edge right now. He has never scored a point in AI Survivor history, so if he gets this kill, and it sure looks like he's the favorite right now to score the point for the kill, because it looks like he's got a 1-turn edge on Freddy. I think Freddy stopped to heal. I have to imagine that Sitting Bull, with his 21 cuirassiers, is going to take this city. Because I think Freddy moves next to it, and then Sitting Bull just takes the kill. Oh my god, he stopped to bombard! Oh my god! He has 21 cuirassiers and he didn't attack. So it's going to go to Freddy. Oh my God. He is such an incompetent AI. Oh, and it's Fred. Fantasy point. First fantasy point of the season. Freddy, let's go. Let's go. That's a fantasy point for me. Anyway. All right. Deserved for Freddy. He did deserve. It was more deserving for him. True. All right. All right. So Caesar out. Our first big upset of the competition. Caesar out. Eliminated immediately. Apologies to Antisocial who spent big on him in the fantasy contest. That'll be me next week with my Nakatback. I know it. This is game 1, turn 221. All right, everybody who had Caesar as first to die gets points in the picking contest, which I don't think was a lot. I don't think Caesar was necessarily the most likely to be first to die. Let's see how many people had it. Nine out of 250 had it. An unlikely outcome to say the least, at least according to the picking contest. We'll have to wait until the season's over and we do our alternate histories to see. Oh, and the kills. I've got it right in the kill. So Freddy got the kill. Yay, my first fantasy point. As I said, let's go. All right. Back to the game. On we go. All right, let's reveal the map. A very successful war for Freddy. He got almost all of the cities from Caesar. So this is probably going to flip to Sitting Bull. And Sitting Bull was able to plant a city here in the space freed up by culture. So Sitting Bull looks like he's going to get 3 cities. But then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cities for Freddy. I think that's a pretty nice advantage. Freddy is currently tops of the season 6 leaderboard. Yeah, Frederick had never scored a point going into this game either. So, all right, let's look at what's going on here. All right, so Pericles. Wait, Pericles is still at war with Portugal. I didn't even know they were still at war with one another. I've just been ignoring them. We actually have a siege going on over here with knights against muskets or something. All right, I guess we'll keep an eye on that. Freddy, oh, the early assembly line. That's such a smart pick for him. Assembly line is such a powerful tech, and the AI often delays it because it's so expensive. But with him going to assembly line early, he's going to have the cheap factories because he's got organized, and then he has the German unique. Whatchamacallit? Where's the Civilopedia? I can never remember Germany's unique building. I'm sure that it's in the chat already. The assembly plant, yes, thank you. Gives you extra. It's extra production because the. Is it extra production or is it you can turn more people into? I think it's just more engineer specialists, which is kind of bad. But yeah, anyway. So yeah, there's still this one war ongoing right here. But we should see. All right, so who will declare war on who? Gandhi will not declare war on anyone. He's pleased with everyone. Frederick will not declare war on anyone. He's pleased with everyone. J-Man is in a war. Pericles will not declare war on anyone. Sitting Bull will only declare war on J-Man. Okay. It builds quicker as well. Okay, so it's a faster. We might not see a lot of eliminations at this point because this is a pretty peaceful group now that Julius Caesar's gone. We're going to have to hope, if we want more action, we're going to have to hope that people do crazy stuff with spies. So right now, the only war is between Pericles and Portugal. So that's why I'm watching this. 2 trebuchets slowly bombarding away. But this might be a fast game in that case because not as many wars, not as much to see. We can speed things up a little bit. Let's, while we're just chilling here, let's look at everybody's research rate, shall we? So Gandhi, pretty crippled here, 272. Freddy, 920. J-Man, 284. Pericles, 710. Wow. Sitting Bull, 942. Okay. So Frederick and Sitting Bull are pretty close. Difference is Sitting Bull's at 90% goal, research. Freddy's only at 70%. Freddy's actually upgrading units right now. So, and he's building and he's so much faster to factories than Sitting Bull. I think he's better positioned in the long term to win a space race, which is where this game is almost certainly going. Yeah, Portugal is, I don't know. It's iffy if Portugal survives to the end of the game, but the other leaders probably all make it just because they're all so peaceful. I guess we'll see. Maybe if they do some spying shenanigans, there'll be some pent up anger. But we could be seeing a very peaceful finish to this game. Yeah, this is not happening. These knights and war elephants are not going to be able to kill these rifles. That is not going to happen. Uh, yep, that's pretty much what we expected. Just all died, doing nothing. They all died. I mean, Freddy could kill whoever he wants. The problem is he won't plot war with anyone based on the units he has right now. He's probably going to do this. He's going to build factories, and then he's going to put his cities on build research. That's what I expect him to do. Like he's upgrading right now. We'll check in on him again when he's done upgrading. But like I think he's just gonna. I mean, I guess Sitting Bull continues to get these golden ages, which is nice for him. But I expect Freddy's just gonna build his factories and then put all his cities on research and just tech. Like we'd like to see more action, but that's the thing when you have a bunch of high piece weight AIs. A lot of the time, the game just stays very peaceful. These cities are still desperately trying to hold out. Interesting that this city will not flip because there's a gazillion units in it, even though it's starving down to size 1. How about this one? Nope. Freddy's suppressing the flips by sticking a whole bunch of units in them. I guess he does not want to give them to Sitting Bull right now. So again, technically there's a war going on, but like it's not really a war. Kind of stagnant right now. He's building a fair number of cannons. I guess he just discovered steel. That's probably why. So Sitting Bull, Freddy both on railroad. Pericles belatedly getting the rifling. Pericles still hanging in there. Oh, there's the peace treaty between the two. Yeah, no surprise they eventually signed that. I don't think anyone really has a chance to go for culture victory because Gandhi and Pericles just have been too beat up the whole game. I don't think either of them can get to culture before Freddy or Sitting Bull gets to space. I'm pretty happy with the way this game plays out because if Frederick is first, I get a lot of fantasy points for him, and if he's second, well, I have him second in the picking contest. So either way, he's the worst. All right, Sitting Bull's the worst enemy of Portugal. Yeah, all right. This could still happen though. He does not like Portugal at all. So yeah, expect to see that happen. Freddie is still pleased with everyone. There's shared civics propping up his relationship with Pericles. What civic is that? Frederick. Wait, Pericles is in universal suffrage? Oh yeah, he is. Okay. Huh. Well, there's 4 people in universal suffrage? That's really weird. Oh well. Pericles is going to keep getting a shared favorite civic from that. Yeah, Sitting Bull probably going to attack Frederick at some point. Or not Frederick, J-Man. He is not plotting war right now. Portugal definitely in a weak position in this game. So like Frederick, all right, Frederick I think is down. He's still upgrading units. I want to see what his research rate is once he stops upgrading units. I also don't know why he's starving the city instead of just working these tiles. AI is really bizarre sometimes. Yeah, good late game civic swap from Sitting Bull. He's in a golden age, so he gets the free. Oh wait, did he end his golden age? He should be swapping while he's in the gold. All right, never mind. Oh, what an idiot! His golden age ends, and then he swaps civics. What a moron! That doesn't make any sense. Civic swap for Pericles. All right, is he done up? Nope, still upgrading units. Upgrading all his rifles into infantry. Spy specialist. Unbelievable. So Freddy has built the Pentagon. He's still upgrading units. I want to check on his research once he stops upgrading units all over the place. Right now, there's also a lot of upgrading taking place for Sitting Bull as well. You know they're upgrading when they're running like plus 500 gold per turn. Yeah, see the plus 400 per gold per turn means they're both not running full blast yet on research. Still got a couple more rifles. Otherwise, just kind of peaceful right now. No defensive pack. So Sitting Bull now going assembly line. It's a good call. Where are these units going? It's like random Sitting Bull units walking through Pericles' territory. Gold devs never updated AI behavior to account that golden ages give free civic swaps. That makes sense. Because they didn't add that until later in the expansion. Until that's a Beyond the Sword edition. Alright. Any change in terms of the relations? Not too much. Portugal and Greece could still fight, and then this can be an attack. Gandhi is still pleased with everyone. Freddie is still pleased with everyone. Oh yeah, it's probably Sitting Bull reinforcing this city. That's all that has to be what he's doing there. I was like, what in the world is that? Still upgrading units. I think Sitting Bull was still upgrading units too. So we might just have a whole bunch of next turns until someone wins a space race here. I know that's not the most exciting thing, but when you have a bunch of peaceful AIs, that's what happens sometimes. Part of the reason why the game has more low piece weight than high piece weight leaders is specifically because they stir the pot more. Yeah, not a lot of only running 50% research right here, Freddie. You might want to actually run like 90%. Keep waiting for him to like turn on research, but he hasn't been doing it. Yeah, like 5 turns for physics is nowhere near full blast. He seems determined to only run 50% research, though. I guess he's still upgrading units or something. For the for those wars he's not going to fight. We lost bar graphs with. Yeah. For all those wars he's not fighting. But like as of right now, I think Sitting Bull is still the tech leader. 844 against 12. Yep. Sitting Bull is still the tech leader, at least in terms of beakers. Could be close as far as who actually can launch a spaceship first. I think this is a relatively new city plant here. Or wait, no, that city's been around forever. It's just always been a small one. Could he be gathering gold for universal stuff? I mean, he could be for uni suffrage rushes. That would be a really bad idea, but it is possible. Usually, though, it means the AI is upgrading units when they're not running at full. All right, now he went up to 1300. Now he's comparable to Sitting Bull. I would check Bargrass, but there's not really anything going on in this game right now. Until we actually see like a word declaration. Let's just check in on Sitting Bull to see if he's... Nope, not plotting. Peaceful game. People are just teching away, doing their thing. So we'll continue. No one appears to be plotting war at the moment, as far as I can tell. I guess J-Man could be. Or Pericles could be as well. We're afraid of their military might. Yeah. Nope, no one appears to be plotting war. Just a big peaceful love fest right now. These are the least exciting endings for AI Survivor games. I hope that we end up seeing something else happen. But as I said, sometimes this just happens. Freddy has completed mining ink. Okay. I mean, Freddy's going to have a lot of military power. I'm just not convinced that he wants to use it on anyone because he's so peaceful. J-Man plotting suicide. Because he's going to have panzers here. Unfortunately, he's starving all his cities with unhealthiness. Like, he's going industrialism, which is even more unhealthiness. He needs to get the stuff that actually gives you health. Like biology. AI sometimes struggles enormously with health in the late game. Yeah, Portugal sure isn't strong. Freddy could just sneeze and start running over people, but he won't do it because he's too peaceful. So that's why I'm trying to do these turns faster. If there's nothing happening, we might as well just advance the turns a little more quickly. I keep trying to check in periodically, but it's like 5 peaceful leaders sitting back, teching away. So this is Civ 6 AI Survivor. If you're ever wondering why we don't do Civ 6 AI Survivor, because it would be this. It would be AI sitting back and teching and not being able to attack each other because the Civ 6 AI can't fight wars. Yeah, only 5 wars in this game. What the heck? So low. Can we get at least 1 or 2 more? I think that before the game's over, we'll see at least 1 war of Sitting Bull going after Portugal. Trying to check in on him periodically to see. Nope, still not plotting war. What a peaceful group. You need to bring the Apostolic Palace. Yeah. Oh yeah, the UN is a possibility depending on who builds it. There's that it could. I wouldn't be shocked if someone wins diplomatically. Um, Gandhi. So the key thing there would be the horizontal column. Sitting Bull is pretty popular. He wouldn't get Freddie's vote though, because he'd be up against Freddie. He would get Gandhi's vote, I think. No, who would Gandhi vote? Gandhi would vote for Frederick, I think. It's the highest vote total there. How do other people feel about Frederick? Frederick might be able to win diplomatically because he could probably get votes from Gandhi and Portugal. I don't know if that's enough to win though. Gandhi's not going to win diplomatically because he won't be nominated. He won't pop up in the UN as a possibility. Oh, well, he'd have to build it. I think he's too far behind to be able to build it. Actually, if Pericles builds it, then he'd be nominated against whoever's highest in population. So that would certainly be an unusual backdoor way for Pericles to win. He's so far behind in this game. He would be nominated against Freddie. Could he win a vote against Freddie? Just curious here. So here's Pericles. Gandhi would not vote for him. Sitting Bull, I don't think would vote for him either. I don't think he could win. I don't see any possible way Pericles can get to second. I don't see it. There's also the outside cultural victory chance, but I don't think anyone has enough culture for that. Like Gandhi's closest, and his third city is Calcutta, was just only at 10K. He's still a good ways away. I don't think he can make it there before someone can launch a spaceship. I guess we'll see though. We've seen the AI do really dumb stuff before. Man, Frederick has starved his cities horribly. He really needs to get biology or medicine or something. His score has actually dropped a ton because he's suffering from unhealthiness. I don't think anyone would get enough votes to win in the UN right now. Let's wait and see it actually get built first. So it is being built. Let's see who the candidates are. What a slow game this is. Very close in score between Frederick and Sitting Bull, but I don't think that ultimately matters who's ahead in score. Yeah, Freddie needed to go for medicine a long time ago. That actually gets him the health, so is like there's no reason for this city to be size 12. He's just struggling so much with health. That's his problem. But medicine will actually overcome some of that unhealthiness. Sitting Bull's researching artillery. Man, these guys are peaceful. You would think that one of them would just swat away Portugal, who's like an entire era behind, but no. All right, hold on. Is he plotting? All right. Sitting Bull's plotting war, you guys. We might actually see something else happen in this game. It's got to be with Portugal. There's no one else you can declare war on. The others still can't declare war on anyone. Gandhi going for culture? Is he going for culture or is he revolting? Let's see. I guess he is going for culture. Got it down to 66 turns. That's not that bad. He's got a shot. That would be an unbelievable win considering how much damage he took from Caesar. That would be absolutely incredible if he could win this. Bombay. 50. He's got a shot. Yeah, he's spiritual. You guys are right. That would actually make who has higher score between Frederick and Sitting Bull very important. If Gandhi's able to come up with a cultural win, because then one of them would get second and one of them would go to the wild card game. I mean, he's not even remotely close to the leaders in score. That would be an unbelievable win, but I think he's got a shot. Like he only, oh, never mind. Hold on. He just slowed down again for some reason. He was higher than that last turn. Sitting Bull should also be declaring war soon. Oh, there it is. So Frederick and Pericles are the two candidates. There's our war, by the way. This is going to be wrapped up pretty soon. Gandhi signs a defensive pact with Frederick. Okay. I don't think either of them are going to get involved in a war. Pericles completes the UN. So there's another war. That's war number 6, I think. So now we have our, who is it? It's Pericles and it was Frederick, I think, that were nominated in the UN, the two of them. So let's see what let's see. So let's see who each person votes for. So these two both vote for themselves. Votes for Frederick, votes for no one, and votes for no one. They might vote in the UN in the Secretary General, but this is not high enough to get a vote for the Diplo victory. You usually have to be about +8 or higher to get the vote. So as of right now, not enough, not enough for anyone to claim that. Sitting Bull should roll through this pretty quickly, and that will definitely take his. Okay, leading candidate is Frederick. So Freddie pulled 3 votes, and Pericles pulled 2. But I still don't think either side can win the Diplo victory. As we said, it could be significant, though, if Gandhi is able to pull out this long shot cultural victory if Sitting Bull passes Freddie on score, which would be very sad for me because I've been thinking Freddie is likely to win or get second. His culture time dropped down to 90 turns, though. I'm not sure why it dropped down to 90 turns. Freddie doesn't have the votes to win in the UN right now. No one has the votes to win in the UN, which is the most common outcome. No one has the votes to win in the UN just yet. Where was that? Oh, that was the war. Yeah, I mean, this is going to be a very short and very unpleasant war for Portugal. I think that either Sitting Bull or Frederick probably is able to win this before Gandhi can win a cultural victory. I just feel like one of them will be able to launch the spaceship first, but I guess we'll see. So yeah, I mean, this is it's tanks against rifles, so Portugal's crumbling pretty fast here. Just getting rolled over. Now, the nice thing for Sitting Bull is this territory is... Oh, it's a stop the war vote. Oh, no. They're all going to vote for stop the war. I bet they all vote for stop the war. Oh, no. We don't have the Apostolic Palace, but we do have the UN, which can do the same thing. I suspect they'll all vote yes to stop the war, but I could be wrong. Succeeds, yep. Oh, it narrowly succeeded. It only succeeded by 30 votes. Everyone voted yes except Sitting Bull, who voted no. Oh, the war comes to a premature conclusion. Okay, that's something we've got to keep an eye on. So Delhi, again, not being captured by Caesar could be significant here because the culture didn't get reset, which it would have if Caesar had captured it. The city is still reading around turn 350 or so. So it'll come down to whether one of the other two researchers can get through the tech tree before that point. Like Freddie's researching at 1900 beakers per ton. Also still floating more gold than he needs. And Sitting Bull is a little bit lower, but he was in a war. So but can they research these techs and build the spaceship too? And we still have the weirdo United Nations in the background too. So some different stuff going on to be sure. Stupa will lower the time, it's true. That's why I said it would take about 70 turns and not 80 turns as the sign was showing. Yeah, 70 turns. So that's why I said around turn 350. You could probably cut a little bit more time off that too. Yeah, it's a real shot. It's not non-zero chance. I cannot believe that Gandhi would be able to win after taking that much damage, but he just focuses so much on culture that he always has a shot to win by culture. Always has a shot to win by that. He does need to go back to free speech, but he might not be able to do that because of the UN resolutions that keep people. Or no, free speech is in the last one. It is the last one that comes up in that category, I think. Poor Portugal, it's just alive with like nothing left. I will be sad if Freddie doesn't get first or second in this game. Like a third place finish would not feel like an appropriate finish for him, given how this game is played. Uh, Pericles cannot be researching very fast. 1400. I mean, he's behind. He can never. I don't think he can ever catch Frederick in Sitting Bull, but because he's a good ways behind. He's 10 techs behind both of them. But considering how much damage he's taken in this game and how horribly the game went for him, not too bad. Any chance the cultural pressure makes Pericles angry enough to attack? Don't think so. This is a very peaceful group. So right now, actually, Pericles could always plot with Portugal because he hates Portugal. Now, here's something that's really interesting. Sitting Bull has dropped down to cautious with Frederick. That's really interesting. If they fight at all, Gandhi almost certainly wins the game. All right, he's not currently plotting with either of them, but that's still interesting, right? We're afraid of their military might. Can't declare war on J-Man yet. So yeah, everyone forced into free religion. I guess that potentially shuffles the diplomacy a little bit too by forcing everyone into free religion. Succeeds. Yeah, they all vote for it. They all love free religion. All right. So what does that do in terms of religion? Well, Freddie's still pleased with everyone. Gandhi's pleased with everyone. Portugal could attack anyone, but is too scared to attack anyone. And it looks like the only wars that can happen now are with Portugal, who is probably dead. So possibility for Sitting Bull to attack Frederick looks like it's gone away already. It's like a temporary thing. Frederick and Sitting Bull are very close in score. Notice that now that now that now that all these cities aren't starving to death, suddenly the score is shot way back up for Frederick. He has sushi as well, Sid sushi as well. So that's providing extra food, which could be interesting in terms of if it's a score race between the two of them. It shouldn't be, but never know. Gandhi still has that outside shot at the culture victory. 65 turns. Sitting Bull completes the internet. Okay. Pericles, good question. Let's look whether he's upgrading units or going culture. Looks like he's going culture too. Yep. All right, he's going culture. How realistic is his culture shot? We have to check Thebes and Argos then. Does not. It looks like he's going to be after Gandhi. Appears as though he can't finish until after Gandhi finishes. Got these leaders who like to make. I mean, Argos is fast enough. The problem is he doesn't have a third city. So it looks like he is set to finish after Gandhi, from what I can tell. Oh, Sushi is Sitting Bulls? Are you sure? It looks like or at least it's present in more cities for. Oh, I guess you're right. It's present in Sitting Bulls cities too. So I guess I don't know. Sitting Bull now sitting in Ventrilo playing Dota. Man, those two are very close when it comes to score. It definitely feels like they should be 1 and 2 for this game, but I don't know if they will be. If Gandhi can sneak out the cultural victory. I guess we should just check how many techs the two of them have left. Should probably just check where they are on the tech tree. Fails. Interesting. Oh, Portugal defied the resolution. What the? Okay. That was going to put Gandhi in free speech, which would be really good for him. But no, Portugal defies the resolution. Oh man. All right, let's see where they are in terms of the end of the tech tree here. Freddy still needs a decent number of techs here. He's finishing robotics, but he needs to go superconductors to get labs built. And Sitting Bull's a little further ahead. He's like a tech or two ahead right now. A little further ahead. And in terms of actual beakers, 2,000 for Freddy, who is still floating a lot of extra gold for no clear reason that I can see. He's researching slightly. They're both floating a lot of extra gold. Maybe they are rushing stuff with universal suffrage. That's a real waste of their commerce, but you never know. On the game goes. It would be impressive if Gandhi wins. For my picks, I would kind of prefer that Gandhi not win, but we'll see. Still no change, honestly, in terms of the diplomacy. Basically, people can attack Portugal, but that's it. The enforced 10 turns of peace are over, so that's not a thing anymore. Boy, it is so close in score between Sitting Bull and Frederick. Like Sitting Bull's just a little bit ahead because he was able to conquer Portuguese territory, and the Roman territory was not as valuable because it was a lot of it was swallowed up by other people's culture. All right, 300 turns in. Oh, Freddy did just pop a golden age. That's could be pretty nice for him coming this late in the game. Let's see what his research goes up to. He's building some units right now. I don't think he can declare war on anyone, so it's kind of weird. Late game golden age. So Sitting Bull 1, Frederick 2 in terms of tech. Gandhi is very far behind, but no one will attack Gandhi, so he's totally safe to just push culture. Yeah, Frederick can't declare war on anyone, so it's kind of weird that he's building military right now. He's at 2,800 beakers per turn. Okay, that's a lot. That golden age was pretty nice for him. And he's like 1,000 extra beakers per turn right now over the others. See if he uses that to get ahead. Gandhi, yeah, Gandhi looks like he's about turn 350, so I think 50 turns will be enough for either Sitting Bull or Frederick to finish the spaceship, but I'm not 100% certain. I think it's likely. Have you started plotting war yet? Nope, still not plotting war with Portugal. He's not plotting war either. Man, I swear if Portugal survives to the end of the game off this, gonna be pretty silly. Seems like we might not have any more. Oh, here we go. Diplo victory. Frederick Pericles. All right, we got to check this. Frederick versus Pericles. All right, so how do the votes play out? Frederick votes for himself. Gandhi votes for Frederick, I think. I would imagine so. He's plus 16. Pericles votes for himself. Portugal votes for no one. Sitting Bull votes for no one. All right, so this vote should just be split. I don't think that there's enough. Iridium, yeah, this city did flip. Good spot. We expected it would at some point, but that's more score points for Sitting Bull if it comes down to score. So I expect that this is just a null vote. I'd be very surprised if it's not. I don't think Freddy has enough to win. Well, it's taking a long turn to do this inner turn here. See, close, but not quite enough. Yeah, 350 out of 461, not enough. Sitting Bull, I think, wow, they're separated by one point in population, the two of them. Interesting. Does that mean that Sitting Bull is going to be up for the next vote if he's past Freddy and Pop? Because it's the top two in population that get nominated. Yeah, huh. Well, anyway, Frederick's still burning through the tech tree. He's also building ICBMs for some reason. He must have just finished the Manhattan Project. This late game Golden Age has definitely helped his research. He's going back from mass media, which is, I believe, is an optional tech. They're both on mass media now. All right. Yeah, mass media is a completely optional tech. It's a waste to go for that. So Frederick, after mass media, needs one. These are both optional techs. He probably skips these because they have military flavors, which he doesn't pursue, but I guess we'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He needs 8 more techs. And Sitting Bull needs, let's see, he needs fission. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's like 1 tech ahead. Yeah, Frederick already has a tech back there. It's pretty close between the two of them. I would also guess that that's roughly 30 to 35 turns. Boy, this could be awful close with Gandhi and his long shot culture push. If Gandhi can speed it up at all, he's got a shot. He still needs 51. This really hasn't gone down much at all beyond the 51. Freddy's building nukes, but he can't declare war on anyone, so I don't know what the purpose of that is. He'd do better just to stay on beakers right now, because that's what he actually needs. It's like, who is Frederick declaring war on? He can't declare war at pleased, so he can't attack anyone with these. Just like a waste of time for him. If free speech passes, it could let Gandhi win. It would be worth quite a bit of extra culture. It would probably shave like 5 to 10 turns off his finishing date. So Freddy's golden age does come to an end. Yeah, so we're mostly just waiting here. There's been like no combat action to speak of. All right, so we have a new election. It's still Freddy against Pericles. I expect Freddy will win based on what we saw before. Hey, Sitting Bull, any interest in declaring war on Portugal? Pericles, any interest? Wait, our close friend. I thought you hated this. Wait, you've been at war with this guy like 7 times. Couldn't betray our close friend. Okay. Portugal still has rifles. All right, so yeah, so everybody voted for Freddy in the Secretary General vote, but just because they vote for you in the Secretary General doesn't mean that they vote for you in the Diplo victory vote. Still not sure if Freddy can get over the finish line first, or if it's Sitting Bull before Gandhi does this. Gandhi's down to 44 turns. I don't know. It's kind of close. Kind of close between these two. Or these three, I guess. It's much better for Frederick if Sitting Bull wins the game than if Gandhi wins the game, because Freddy looks like he's going to be just short of Sitting Bull in terms of actual point. All right, Sitting Bull going advanced flight is a non-mandatory tech, so that's not great for Frederick, or not great for Sitting Bull, excuse me. I guess it's not great for Frederick either, but it's mostly Sitting Bull. Gandhi just, I'm going to completely ignore tech and just do nothing but push culture. This is the perfect game for to be pushing that. And it's surprisingly tense for a game with no combat whatsoever here down the stretch. Surprisingly tense for that. It does not seem that Freddy can ever pass Sitting Bull and score. So Sitting Bull definitely going to have the edge there. So Sitting Bull is probably locked into at least a second place finish. All right, here we go again. Free religion. This is the one vote that's actually significant. Freddy is researching the spaceship techs at a pretty good clip right now. He needs, let's see. Oh no, he's got advanced flight queued up, a non-mandatory tech that's going to delay his spaceship by another 3 or 4 turns. Wait, did it already passed? Oh, oh, never mind. It's free speech, not free religion. And Sitting Bull's researching stealth. What the? Why? Why AIs? Why are you always researching the texts that don't matter? I swear to God, if Gandhi wins this and my Frederick pick does not get first or second, I'm going to be so mad if he does not get first or second because freaking Gandhi, who has 5 cities and just went culture, wins the game. I'm going to be so mad. Sitting Bull has military flavor. Ugh. I swear to God. Like, Freddy deserves to be first or second in this game. It is not right if Gandhi gets first place. It's not right. The inexplicable Gandhi just toss everything. Like Gandhi's whole gambit of I'm just going to put everything in culture, everything, and just gamble that it works out. I mean, it's a really good strategy. It's not something that I think can ever win a season of Survivor, but like he can win individual games just by doing this. It's just like it's like someone in poker's like, I'm just gonna go all in every hand. Every single hand I'm gonna go all in. And it's like sometimes you're gonna do well if you do that. It's not gonna work forever, but it's gonna work some of the time. Anyway, we'll see what happens. We still have a number of turns to go, and I guess Pericles. We should just double check to make sure Pericles is not in position to eclipse Gandhi because I don't know where Pericles is in his cultural victory. This is just such a silly ending to the game. We've got Frederick and Sitting Bull who are immensely ahead in technology but won't go to war. Pericles and Gandhi who are way behind but are just like, I'm going to put everything in culture and just no one will attack me. And then we have Portugal who's like a dead civ walking but no one will declare war to kill them. It's such a bizarre ending. All right, anyway. So let's see where Pericles is. No, he's too far behind. He doesn't. His third city's only at 20K. No, he has no shot. He can't do it. It's got to be Gandhi. It's got to be Gandhi or one of those two by spaceship. But like time is starting to run out. 36 turns is not that more. Remember, they have to build the spaceship and launch the spaceship. So at this point, I'm thinking I don't think they can do it. I'm not sure if they can do it in the time left. Like one, two, three, four, five. Five techs to go for Freddy. If he goes stealth, I don't know if he can, because remember, they do have to build the spaceship too. It's not enough just to finish the techs. And Sitting Bull, one, two, three, four. They still have five. All right, they have five techs to go each. Gandhi, I have no idea if he's going to get any great artists. The AI doesn't really seem to know how to use them. They tend to merge them in as super specialists. They almost never use them to bomb. Right, and they have to wait 10 turns too. And they also then have to wait 10 turns for the spaceship to arrive. I don't know if there's enough time left to do this. I think Gandhi is going to win this game at this point. I just don't know if there's enough time for the spaceship to finish. Which would be kind of a sad way for the game to end. Um, at least for me, because I went all in on Freddy, and like Freddy, well, not really. I picked Caesar to win, but like Fred to blow the game with a free. I don't know. I don't know if free speech even matters at this point. I really don't. Wait, laser's not mid? I thought laser was an optional tech. Do you need laser to launch the spaceship? No, I was counting laser. I said one, two, three, four, five. Five techs. I said five. And Sitting Bull. Sitting Bull needs four more techs at this point. He just finished. Oh, what the? What? Pericles declaring war. Okay. Didn't see that coming. Is he even strong enough to do that? So environmentalism just went through. I guess he has infantry. Okay. And Sitting Bull completed the space. You know, Sitting Bull I think has to be in the driver's seat right now for the spaceship between him and Frederick. You don't need laser. Okay. All right. I thought you don't. Okay, you don't need the laser. Gotcha. All right. I see. You're right. So he only needs three. He only needs three techs then. Okay. We'll see if he researches it, but he only needs composites, ecology, genetics. Let's see what he picks next. It'll probably be the laser. I did update the word counter. It's 7, right? Pretty sure it's 7. All right, Freddy's on ecology, which is a mandatory spaceship tech. Just not sure he has time before this. It only has 30 turns left. It's basically going to be turn 350 is when Gandhi's going to finish, because that hasn't really changed in a while. I don't think that J-Man survives. He is very, very weak in comparison to these other leaders. All right. 14 caps should be enough to kill this, I think, once the defenses are down. Meanwhile, we have a little war to watch here. Oh yeah, well, there could be a peace resolution to stop the war. So the defenses should be down here. There's only 2 cities left for Portugal right now. So it's not like there's a lot to... Yeah, infantry should easily be able to... There's also artillery in this stack too, which will just shred the defenders with collateral. So Pericles should be able to finish this and score a point for himself. If via the kill. All right, Freddy's on genetics. He only needs one more tech after that to launch the spaceship, based on what you guys are saying. Both on genetics right now. Yeah, he just needs to research composites, and then he can launch after this. Could actually come down to whether he's smart enough to launch the spaceship, whether he's smart enough to research the correct spaceship tech. And Sitting Bull, I think, is in the same situation. Yes. Well, Sitting Bull still has to get diffusion. That is a very expensive tech. So it's easier for Freddy because composites is a much cheaper tech. He would have to build the parts though. I'm thinking maybe turn 335-ish launch, which would I think beat Gandhi, but I don't know. We'll see. There, environmentalism, no free speech civic getting passed. At this point, it doesn't make as big of a difference, but the environmentalism certainly is not going to help Gandhi. All right, Freddy's down to one turn genetics now. So we slowly watch these armies walking around. Yeah. We know you guys like environmentalism. But does Pericles have enough? Oh, Gandhi was in a golden age. That just came to an end. He is 26. All right, he was in a golden age, so that slows him down a little bit now that that's over. Although he's not really getting that much commerce from culture from commerce there. Does Pericles actually have enough units to kill this last city? I don't know if he does. Well, actually, he's still healing a lot of units in his cap in that city, so I guess so. All right, what is Freddy going to pick? Is he going to pick combustion for his next deck? Or not combustion, composites. He should pick that if he wants to win the game. Oh no, he picked the laser! No! Don't. Oh no, he picked the laser! No! Oh man. Freddy, you just delayed yourself by 3 turns. That might be critical. He researched an 11,000 beaker tech. He should research composites next, though, because it's a cheaper tech. Oh man. My goodness. Why? Oh man. It's like the difference between me getting a ton of fantasy points and getting none. Oh boy. Also, Pericles decided to throw his military at this city instead of bringing, all these units over. His artillery that could have removed all the defenses. Sitting Bull's on. I believe that's the last. Is that the last tech Sitting Bull needs? I think it might be. Yeah, he just needs fusion to launch. He just needs the. He doesn't then have to build the 2 engines, but that's his last spaceship tech. Pericles learning from Caesar. If it weren't for the 10-turn travel time, these spaceships would win easily, but that 10-turn travel time really is a delay. Gandhi City is actually starving. 22 turns. He is starving, though. He's going to have to change one of the tiles he's working, or he's going to lose some of this. So he's at turn 353 right now. All right. Is Freddy... Please tell me Freddy's not going to research... all right, he is researching composites. I'm like, please tell me he's not going to research stealth for his last tech. Oh, is this the one that... This is the one that we were talking about, right? The free speech? That could actually speed up Gandhi's cultural victory, couldn't it? Hmm. Could be decided by turn order. We have had a game decided by turn order before between Wang Khan and Charlemagne. All right. The infamous game where someone lost their spaceship to a commando tank. That was in the very first Realms Beyond Pit Boss. I don't know. It partly depends on how fast they can build the parts too. Remember that it's not enough just to hit the tech; they have to build the parts. Let's see if this passes or if it gets defied again by Portugal, who's alive with one city. It failed. Oh, another defied resolution. Oh man, Portugal defying the resolution. This is unbelievable. What the heck? Free speech fails because J-Man's defied it twice, and he's got one city left, and he's about to die in like 2 turns. Unbelievable. Or at least I think he is. He actually might survive here. There's not that many units attacking him. Jeez. So this city is still, it's 20 turns away. We're still looking at turn 353. What a bizarre ending to this game. All right, so all the cultural defenses are gone from Lisbon now. I'm wondering if it's going to be enough to get that taken out. There's almost no units left here. But there's not many attackers either. I don't know if there's enough to capture this city. You would think that Pericles could have brought some of these units over. So at this point, Sitting Bull and Frederick both have all the techs they need. So it's just when they can launch. Yeah, so they both have the techs they need. Boy, it's close between the two of them as far as who wins, too. All right. Wait, what's going on? Game? All right, there we go. For some reason, it just started scrolling. All right, so casings. So it looks like it's going to take 3 turns to build all the casings. So it looks like it's going to be a 338 launch for Frederick to build the 5 casings. And then for Sitting Bull, he's got 1 engine. It's going to be 4 turns. All right, so it looks like Freddy launches 1 turn sooner than Sitting Bull if these turns hold. And then they need 10 turns. Although he could launch with 1 engine. That is a possibility. Which slows down the speed that you get there. But it's going to be very close between. It's also very close at this city, too. Can these infantry kill the rifles and eliminate Portugal from the game? Yeah, 1 engine just... Oh, okay. Yeah, there we go. So there's the there's the elimination for Portugal. A very, very, very late elimination in this game. Just survived long enough to keep defying... Oh, there it is. It's the launch with 1 spaceship, 1 engine. He's launching with 1 engine, but I think that gets him there first. Because it takes 12 turns instead of 10 turns to get there. Somehow Sitting Bull failed to eliminate this. Wow, a lot going on here. Yeah, the 1 engine launch. 1 engine delays by 2 turns. Let's put this in the spreadsheet before we forget about it. So no more Portugal in the wildcard game, which I'm fine with. That leader's just, I think he's just a boring leader, honestly. All right, J-Man. So the kill went to Pericles. So that's a fantasy point for, I think Walloper has him in the fantasy contest. Yeah, so that's a fantasy point for Walloper, and it looks like Pericles will be alive to compete in a wildcard game. So that's not bad either. And the elimination for J-Man is turn 336. All right, now let's get into our endgame setup here. Okay, back to the Civ setup. Okay. All right. So how much longer until Gandhi finishes? He needs 17 turns. I don't think he can make it. This is so close, but I don't think he can make it. Because I believe it's just 11 more turns until Sitting Bull's spaceship arrives. Let's see. We can see on the victory screen. 1927. Yeah, it's 11 more turns. It's turn 347. I don't think Gandhi can beat that. Unless he would get a great artist and culture bomb that city. I guess that's the one chance he has to do that. And Freddy's spaceship is about to launch too, but it's a little bit behind. Actually, wait a minute. Are they both going to arrive the same turn? Can anyone declare to get to... We should look at that too. I don't believe anyone can declare right now. But let's just look to see. Currently, none of these leaders declare it pleased, so currently none of them can declare war. You know, Freddy, if he had not stopped to research the laser, I think he wins this game, but I think he's going to be like 1 or 2 turns too late here. I think he might actually be 1 turn too late. Pericles and Sitting Bull. Well, they'll just divide up the vote between the two of them, I think. Let's see their victory dates, because you can check it on this screen. 1927 and 1927. They're going to have a same turn tie. Oh my goodness. It's going to be a same turn tie, which I think means Frederick wins by turn order. I think Freddy wins via turn order. I think because he's first in turn order on a same turn tiebreak. I think. So unless Gandhi can somehow get over the finish line here, but he needs 15 more turns and it's only 9 more turns. I don't think he can shave the turns off that. Oh my! Well, now we just have to next turn we see until we see who gets this. Wow, this game got so weird at the end, indeed. Because there's no wars that can happen. I think we just have to next turn this until it's over. All right, Sitting Bull is the UN leader. What if Sitting Bull, does he have any shot to win diplomatically? Because he hasn't been nominated in the UN before. So he and Freddie both vote for themselves. Gandhi votes for Freddie. Pericles doesn't vote for anyone. No. Not enough votes to win in the UN. Not enough votes to win in the UN. Yeah, Gandhi, I think, misses this by like 5 turns, if that. If Sitting Bull, or not Sitting Bull, if Portugal hadn't defied all those free speech resolutions, I think Gandhi would have hit it. By the way, Pericles has 2 legendary cities as well, but he can't get to the third one. Gandhi's at 2 out of 3 legendary cities. He just had Bombay achieve. Pericles is at 2 out of 3 legendaries. The other 2 leaders both have spaceships en route right now. This is a crazy ending. Yeah. See, poor Pericles, he only has 2 legendary cities. He can't get the third one. What a nutty ending to this game. Did Frederick complete the casings? Yes, I believe you have to. I believe you have to complete. Do you have to complete all the casings, or is it you have a chance for the spaceship to fail if you don't complete them all? I believe the AI won't launch unless they have all 5 casings. Oh, Freddy isn't the. Oh, wait, Pericles is the. Wait, is that right? Pericles would be. Oh, that's right, because Pericles owns the UN. But other people don't like Sitting Bull enough. Gandhi would vote for him, but Freddie would not, and that's not enough to win. He would need to get the other 3 votes, and that's not going to happen. So I don't think that that's enough. Wow, really close between Frederick and Sitting Bull here. So we just need a couple more turns. And I think that Frederick wins the same turn tiebreak, but I'm never 100% sure how that works. What a weird game. Sitting Bull and Frederick like dueling for the win, and Gandhi closing like this ultra underdog who lost half his empire, trying to close here down the stretch. There is still like the very slim possibility that he could get a great artist and detonate it in here. I just don't think the AI knows how to do that. Yeah, he actually lost a little culture because he starved from size 10 down to size 8. And the funny thing is, he's got all this culture, but he's actually losing tiles to Pericles, who's also running 100% culture. I think he lost some of the tiles at this city. So he's going to fall. His victory date is turn 354, and this is going to be turn 346. So he's 7 turns short overall, and he's going to miss it by 7 turns. What a crazy game this has been. For a game with almost no fighting in the last 100 turns, it got pretty exciting here down the stretch. There is still also the chance that I am wrong about the same turn tiebreak, and Sitting Bull wins the same turn tiebreak, because they're both going to finish on. Like let's pause here on turn 346. They're both going to land on the same turn, and I think Freddy wins by virtue of turn order, but like I'm not 100% sure on that. So we'll just have to wait and see. So again, double checking. Victory turn 1927. That's next turn. 1927. Sitting Bull only has 1 engine. Freddy has 2 engines. I don't know if that makes a difference. Gandhi is at 4655 right now. I'm just going to screenshot this too. Might use this in the report later. Yeah, Calcutta at 46557. Man. All right, let's see. So who's it going to be? I think it's Frederick, but I'm not 100% sure, which also means I'm going to score 0 points in the picking contest, but I would get a nice fantasy score payout. So, all right, here we go. Let's find out who it is. I think it's Frederick. Oh, great artist in Delhi. Oh, man. But does he know that he has to run it over there and bomb? Oh, boy, this is a crazy inner turn. It is Frederick. Ooh, you guys were like, "Oh my God, great artist on the very last turn in Delhi." I don't think he had time to move it over there and bomb it. Three-way tie. Is it? We'll do one more turn and see. I don't think Gandhi used the great artist on the last turn, but we'll do the check one more turn and see. All right, let's replay this. Wow. All right, the 2-0, yeah, the two leaders who have never scored a point before, first and second. Oh, I should mark that down in the spreadsheet then before we watch the replay. Hold on. All right, so it's Frederick first. I told you I liked his setup for this game. Sitting Bull second. Pericles third. Not that that makes a huge difference. Gandhi fourth. Pericles and Gandhi go on to the wild card game. So clear that. All right, Freddie first. Sitting Bull second. By virtue of same order tiebreak. Game one winner, Frederick. Game one runner up, Sitting Bull. Oh my God, we're gonna see Sitting Bull in the wild in a freaking playoff game. Oh boy, Pericles, if I can spell his name right. Sitting Bull. And the finishing date was spaceship turn 347, right? 347, yeah. We'll do the picking contest in a second, but let's watch the replay first. All right. So, replay. Gandhi don't. Wait, what? Gandhi was in the. Oh, yeah, Gandhi is not. You're right. Gandhi in the wildcard game. Gandhi and Pericles in the wildcard game. Thank you, guys. Okay. All right, my mistake. My mistake. I fixed it on the. I fixed it on the spreadsheet. Okay. Let's watch and see what happens. So early on, man, what a rough early game for Frederick. He has the barbarian city, loses the city to the barbarians. Pericles, I don't know what happened in his early game. Like, look at this. What is this? Corinth captured by the barbarian state, Munich captured by the barbarian state. WTF? I think not Freddie. I think Pericles put too many cities on wonders early on. I think that was his mistake. I think Julius Caesar needed to research ironworking earlier. There was every potential for him to get ironworking, get Praetorians, hit Gandhi before Gandhi researched ironworking, and just crush him because Gandhi would not have had any metal units at all. But he didn't declare war until I think it was just too late when he moved on Gandhi. I suspect in some of the alternate histories that will not be the case. Like the first war wasn't even Caesar declaring war. There it is. He doesn't declare war until 200 BC. That's like that's like around turn 100. It's just kind of late. He could have easily moved around turn like 75 to 80 with Praetorians and then just, hey, it's Praetorians against archers. Oh, and the other side can't build axes. Gee, that's a GG for sure. Portugal never got going. Portugal was weak. Sitting Bull was so strong from start to finish. He was just strong the whole game. Freddie was weak in the early game, but because Pericles was so weak, he was able to rebound because like this whole corner of the map just never got settled until forever, and so he was able to rebound. Gandhi took so much damage and yet still almost won this game. Now we get to see Gandhi in the wildcard game, which will be fun. He might do very well there. Like at this point, I was thinking Caesar might be able to get over the hump. Like he took this city, but he couldn't. He just flubbed his attack on the capital of Gandhi. I really think he could have taken that if he hadn't thrown army after army into the meat grinder for no reason. But eventually, the fact that Frederick and Sitting Bull teched ahead, eventually they were going to intervene in this war. Caesar took too long, and so he collapses. I mean, collapses really fast. And then that's kind of it as far as the rest of the game goes for movement. We see Portugal collapse, but otherwise it's just a whole bunch of peaceful stuff. So the map stays pretty static for the rest of the game, aside from Portugal, who like would have died in an instant, but then used the UN to save him, and then used the UN to, and then his defying of those resolutions. I really think Gandhi wins the game if the free speech resolution goes through, because he only missed it by 7 turns at the end. I think that would have been enough to put him over the top because he would have been in free speech for like 40 turns. He only missed it by like 4,000 culture. I think that would have been enough. So wow, yeah, what a game. What a crazy game. Yeah, I think Caesar was too far behind. I think if he had I think even if he takes Delhi, he's probably too far behind. But he just needed to move earlier in that game. Gandhi absolutely wins if free speech. Yeah, people are saying Gandhi absolutely wins if free speech. Man, what a strange game. Let's look at the demos for actually Freddy, because Sitting Bull will be first in most categories. So Frederick was second in most categories. Sitting Bull was probably the strongest AI in this game. He definitely had the highest score. He had the most territory. I think Sitting Bull was top AI, but he narrowly missed out on the space. I mean, it was the same turn space race, right? I don't feel too bad because he gets to go into the or to the playoffs as well. But a bit of a shame for him he wasn't able to get the first place finish. All right, now we need the one more turn so we can see if Gandhi got culture in on that last turn. I don't think he did, but we'll give it the one more turn just to see. All right. No, see, he didn't. He didn't actually manage to get the great artist in there. So no, he wasn't able to. Where is his great artist? Just out of curiosity. Gandhi. Probably just in his capital. Can we see great people in here? There's a great merchant here. Oh, there it is. Oh, he was moving it. Holy cow. He was moving it to Calcutta. Oh my God. He was moving it there. He just didn't have enough movement points to reach the city. Oh my God. He didn't have enough movement points to make it to the city. Because it spawned, it must have spawned in his capital. Wait, one, two, three, four, five. Yeah, it spawned in his capital. One, two, three, four, five, six. If he had railroads, he would have gotten in there, and I think he wins the same turn tiebreaker. Oh my God. He needed one more turn. Holy cow. That's insane, you guys. He literally had the great artist and was moving it to the city, and it didn't quite, and he came up one turn short of movement. That's insane. Oh my God. Wow.